Clark in a straight check. Oh, he didn't do it. He was out. He threw it away. Hing, Padis.
It's Butler with 2 seconds. He's got to put it up. And he wins it.
One timeout. They don't take it.
What are they doing?
R.J. Hunter for 3. Good! Ron Hunter has fallen off his stool for good reason.
Stetson Hatters! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another stream of College Hoops 2K8 here on my channel with the Stetson Hatters. Come on! Welcome to March Madness. We are officially here. The bracket was released in real life last night. We're going to go through the bracket a little bit just to keep things a little bit real with what's going on in real life, because as I mentioned last stream, if you missed it, definitely need to catch up. Definitely need to see what this game's all about. Last stream I kind of introduced one of the greatest college sports games to ever come out, to ever be produced, College Hoops 2K8. It's why I wanted to do this streaming, just because it's that epic, it's that detailed of a game. So, for now, we're going to be streaming with Stetson. We're going to start a legacy, but I showed off a little bit of all of the game last stream. But I do want to show off the current bracket. And here it is. So, all of these teams were released last night into the bracket and officially got their ticket to March Madness, to the big dance. And I think some things that I definitely want to mention are some of the teams on the edge that got in that I'm very happy about. One of them being the Miami of Ohio. Where are they? They're one of the 11s over here. I think it's one of these matchups. I think they'll end up over here. But anyways, Miami of Ohio. Absolutely incredible story. 31-1 this season, and they definitely deserve to get in the tournament. I was happy to see that they will be dancing, but besides the teams on the edge, one of the big things that everybody likes to talk about are where are the upsets as you're filling out your bracket. And, you know, this is definitely a strong region over here in the East, but I'm just going to go over some of my favorite teams that I'm going to be watching this March, and then we'll definitely get into this. Actually, I've got a call coming in, so if you can give me 1 second, take a look at this bracket. Take a good, long, hard look. I will be back momentarily. Alright, apologies. Let's get back to the madness. So, I have some immediate favorites that have come out of March Madness so far, and first team I want to talk about on the 9 line in the Georgia-St. Louis game. St. Louis is led by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Nerd, a 6'10" center who can shoot the lights out. He's got one of the best passing games for any big man in college basketball. I think the country is going to fall in love with Robbie Avila. Unfortunately, they're playing an extremely lengthy and athletic Georgia team, but I would love to see St. Louis win. And again, it's one of those that's tough because I wish they got a better matchup. I don't love Michigan for a matchup because they're big and athletic as well, and I think that might play against St. Louis, but man, I think this St. Louis team can go pretty far. I was waiting to see where they would end up in this bracket. They are one of my favorites. If you have some favorites, let me know. If you know what you're picking for upsets, if you've got one of the best Sweet 16 runs, a Final Four run that no one's thinking about, talk to me. Another team I love in this tournament, Santa Clara, the Broncos from the West Coast Conference. Unfortunately, they're playing a team that I said is going to be low-seeded and have a chance to go far in Kentucky as well, so this will be a epic game on Friday. But man, Santa Clara, another team that plays like a power conference team. They are tall, long, lengthy, they shoot the ball well, they don't turn it over a lot. I will be very interested to see what happens there. I think Kentucky's going to have a big advantage in terms of fans in St. Louis, but you never know. I mean, Kentucky travels well everywhere they go, but Santa Clara, if they can get the score up early, I think they can hold off a team like Kentucky. Where else was I looking? McNeese failed me the last time they became the upset that everybody wanted to pick, but nowadays, I don't know if I trust McNeese. Of course, that's going to be the reason they beat Vanderbilt, but I think another reason I am not going to be picking McNeese this year, besides them letting me down last time, is Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt went on a run in the SEC tournament all the way to the final. They make their free throws. They're a well-coached team. They make the shots that count, too. They're clutch. I just like watching them. I would really love to see them win. Another great story I'm looking forward to in March Madness, the South Florida Bulls. And why is this a good story? Well, for many reasons, but South Florida as an 11 seed. 11 seeds usually get one or two winners every year, but they're also playing in Buffalo, New York, and their head coach is from Buffalo, New York, and I love the story I saw on TikTok. Of course, that's what drives a lot of our picks sometimes, but South Florida's head coach has Alzheimer's. He has never seen him coach a game live in person in his life, so I think it would be epic to see him embracing his dad after knocking off the 6-seeded Louisville Cardinals. Literally, just for vibes and stories, I'll be going for the South Florida Bulls, who won the American and absolutely do play fast-paced basketball. I love that. Would love to see that turn into a win in March. And then there's two teams in spots that I really wish they weren't. Well, four maybe. I love every single one of these four teams in this quadrant, or in this section right here. Wisconsin, team that I said can absolutely go deep. They've beaten Michigan, they've beaten Illinois, two very, very good teams, a 1 and a 3 seed. They're playing High Point. The Darlings, who are everybody's gonna fall in love with because they are exciting to watch. They're pretty big, but they love to shoot the ball. They are definitely some sharpshooters. They've got a guy who's taken 4 2-pointers and over 200 3-pointers this season, and I just don't know what's going to happen here, man, because Wisconsin can also light it up. Very good matchup in Portland, Oregon. I think I'll be taking High Point there for an upset because I think Arkansas has got 2 wins in them. But do not be surprised if the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors upset Arkansas. John Calipari has had his teams who are, athletic and high-paced. They just won the SEC. When everything looks like it's going John Calipari's way with Kentucky, they have lost. Kentucky was a perennial upset team. Don't be surprised if Hawaii upsets Arkansas, and we get 2 upsets in this section. I love both of them. Hawaii is an absolutely awesome team to watch. They have a great big man who everybody's going to fall in love with. Another one of those March darlings. But you never know. It's all possible. Everything I just said, the exact opposite could happen. That's the beauty of this tournament. Now, let's get back into the Stetson Dynasty. Time to play some college hoops. How's everybody doing? Where are we? Alright, so I have done some work on the side in between this stream and the last stream with our Stetson Hatters. I want to show off the tournament tree because we selected to go up to Alaska for the Great Alaska Shootout, and I think we got the toughest draw in the tournament, or one of them. I didn't realize this would be such a stacked field. Power conference teams all over it. Texas Tech, Gonzaga, Michigan, Virginia Tech, all great teams. So, Texas Tech, God, it's a tough matchup, man. There are 78 overall. They're definitely going to be much better than us. I'm excited, but this is a tough field. I don't know what's going to happen. I think we're just going to end up playing Western Kentucky after Gonzaga beats them. We'll probably lose to Texas Tech, but in the spirit of March, never say never. Let's take a look at our calendar one more time before we continue on, though. We played our Midnight Madness, the Go Hatters tournament, whatever it's called, to start off. Our starters versus our bench came down to a last-second shot on the second of our 2 streams last Friday. But we're going to get into it. We're going to watch the preseason show, the preview show of the season with Greg Gumbel, get you to see why I love this game. A little bit of awesome presentation. I've already done some recruiting, set up the board. I'm going to talk about that. We're going to do, what do we have, 3 weeks of recruiting before we open up the season in Fort Lauderdale against Florida International Pitbulls team. And it's actually not as lopsided of a matchup as you would think, so I'm excited to go down the east coast of Florida to face the Panthers. And then we are off to Alaska to face Texas Tech the next week. We'll probably play 2 or 3 games in that tournament. Maybe 2, but we'll see. I'd love to go up to Alaska and get a win. We could be 0-for coming into our home opener against UMBC. I think this is going to be a fun start to the season. We're going to play, I think we're going to play all of these. We might sim one of them, but we may play all of them. I'm loving all of these matchups. I'd love to see all of them on stream, but I think we're going to end it at Florida State, and then the next stream will open up in December, because this period right here, this week, where you see the guy and then the guy with his face crossed off, is signing week. It's the first signing week. It's the early signing period. There's 2 signing periods in college basketball. You get through this first wave of the season, and then you can see if recruits are really interested, they can sign within this week. But if they don't, you can still recruit up until the end of the regular season. Once that ends here, you end up going through the tournament, March Madness, this is March, and then off-season recruiting begins. I believe that's in April, and that lasts the rest of the season until the next season switches over. But those are the 2 periods you have to sign, and I've already set up our board a little bit here. We are almost ready to kick off this season, but let me show you the board I have so far. So actually, before I do that, let me explain why the board's going to look like it does. I think there's 2 holes on this team that are 2 positions that are getting a little bit older. First position, definitely big man. Our big man is Aaron French, who showed off last episode, last stream. I like him a lot. The Kiwi, King Kiwi, Aaron French. I love this guy already. 6'9", 240, he's a tank. He has a little bit of a shot with him, good mid-range. We saw him spread it out a little bit, but that is going to be our guy for 2 years. He's a junior, so we get junior and senior year for Aaron French, and then it's time to get an even bigger guy. So as of next year, I'd love to have a freshman backing up Aaron French who's ready to take the baton the next season, or even help him out, because Aaron French is 6'9". He doesn't necessarily have to be the center. He could be the 4, and our new guy could be the 5 if he's really that good, because our power forwards aren't all that to write home about. Colin Shear is a senior. He'll be leaving, so French turns into a power forward maybe after next year, but Deji Kamara also leaving, so we definitely want to get the front court, or they get the back court a little bit more stacked. Plus, Michael Kahn is a center. He's 6'10", but I just would love to get our own guy in there, because Michael Kahn doesn't have a lot of potential. Not very good, even for his size. Unfortunately, I don't love the Aussie, but I do love our point guard play. Armand Harrison, he showed off last stream. He was a lot better than I expected. He's quick, he has a decent shot, he's from Florida, and he's a sophomore. We get 3 years of him, so we don't need to recruit a point guard, per se. But we definitely need, in my opinion, a small forward. We need a little bit more size on the wings. A guy that can maybe play small forward or power forward. Kind of a versatile player. So I want a big man. I always want a dominant big man to start, especially with this Stetson roster. But you look at the guys we have at small forward. We'll start at the top, because we're going to be losing Greg Mayberry after this season. He's our star. Noah Santos, he'll be gone after next year. So we've got our top 2 small forwards out of here within 2 years. We want to start planning for the future there. In terms of shooting guards, we are stacked. We've got Smush Mejia for 2 years, Trey Garcia for 3, Ridley Barnett for 3, Collins Azubuike for 4 years. He is a freshman from Vancouver, Canada, so I'm very excited about all the shooting guards we have. In terms of size, 6'3", 6'4", 6'1" and 6'2", so no guys really in that mid 6-foot range, like the 6'4" to 6'7" range. So that's what we're looking for. That is why we're recruiting who we are. So the first stretch of targets here, this is our target list. This is a look at the recruiting screen. We've got Prosper Watson from Gulfport, Mississippi. He's a top 300 recruit. This is what I always like to look for early. 3 stars. You can get 3 stars with almost any school, especially with a coach like me that has all this charisma that I gave myself in-game. But anyways, Prosper Watson, 6'10", Gulfport, Mississippi. He'll probably go up to 6'11" or 7 foot, which is great. We scouted him a little bit. He's got solid rebounding. But the thing I like to look for in recruiting is here. Interested teams. You want to have a shot at getting this guy. When you start recruiting in this game from the jump, you don't want to be amongst 10 other schools that are really interested and the list is not looking in your favor. Some of the interested teams right now are up in the 60, 70%. Like 27% is not good for Prosper Watson, but it is considering we are one of 2 teams. I believe that's Nichols looking at him. That's it. So we want him. We've got Lawrence Soroye from Nigeria because nobody goes for international players until the second signing window, so I'd like to get ahead of the game in terms of international prospects, international seniors early. So Lawrence Soroye is another guy. I'll go through in this way. Darrell Barber. You see why I like him. Nobody else is interested. Recruit class rank, he's a top 400 player. That is solid. As long as the guy is ranked in the top 500 for a 3-star, I think that is totally fine for guys you want to go get. Plus, Darrell Barber, 7 feet tall from Duluth, Minnesota. And Stetson's the only school on his list right now. That may change next week. That's why we have 4 or 5 guys on this list. Another guy on the list, this is a great example of what I was saying. Lots of teams on the list. But he actually has pretty good interest in Stetson to start. Maybe, if no one really pushes ahead or offers him a scholarship, if we can push, we can go all the way ahead and land Boubacar Morissette, who's top 200. He's a 157 on the ranking. 7-footer from Tennessee. He looks awesome. He's kind of a long shot. That's why he's lower on the list. And then the exact same story for Jerry Bradshaw from Detroit. I don't think we're going to get either of these 2 guys, but guys to keep an eye on, see if some of these teams fall off the list, if they don't get any scholarship offers. But I'm thinking for big guy, it's going to be Watson, Soroye, or Barber. It really just depends on how the first few weeks go here. Is everybody following so far? How are we doing in the chat? What's up, Jay Quest? Astro, Cody. Yeah, how we doing? We're getting some college hoops action in the week before March Madness starts officially this upcoming Thursday. But let's talk small forwards. Derek Velavicius. Doesn't sound like a guy from Hartford, Connecticut, but hey, he's from Hartford, and that is near and dear to my home, so even though he's not a local kid to Stetson, see if we can bring some talent from Connecticut down to DeLand, Florida. But you see on the side, recruit test. Let's talk about that. We're going to have 3 home visits, 5 chances to scout this guy, and we haven't done anything yet, but we have done some recruiting tasks. Every week you can give this guy a call. Every time you start a new recruit, you can get their game tape. So, we've done a little bit of all of that with all of these players. No home visits, and we're only scouting 1 player so far, and that is LaRon Garnett. 5 teams on his list, but he's got good interest in Stetson already, and he's Orlando, Florida. He is not far at all from DeLand. I don't even know how far it actually is, maybe a half hour from this dude to our school, so he's local as it gets. 6'7", 222 pounds, and he's a small forward. Little bit of a tank. I love the look of this guy. Early look at his attributes and everything, it looks like he is purely an athlete who's balanced. He's just kind of solid at everything. He's a good rebounder for his size, so we can even put him at the 4, but he's got a C- 3-pointer and a B- mid-shot. That's for now. We're actually going to be scouting him this week, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see if those numbers change based on our scout. But we are one of 5 schools in for LaRon Garnett. We're number 4, but as you can see, we're very close to the same kind of interest as North Florida, Florida A&M, and Charleston Southern. Keeping going, This guy looks really good. He is a top, very, very close to a top 100 recruit. John Kelly from Jacksonville. 6'6", 220, same kind of profile as LaRon Garnett. But Kelly's got a little bit less starting interest from his top schools, even though his top school is Miami. That'll be tough to compete with, but we're 4. We're not that far behind. And if we really love him and we feel like we can make a push, we will. We're not doing the scouting trip with him because we didn't have the points for it. We only had to choose between one of these guys for a scouting trip. I think we have more of a shot at LaRon Garnett, so gonna go for him. But next on the list, Ezzy McBride, or Easy. Big Easy, 6'6", 216 from Green Bay. And he's solid. 400th recruit in the country. That's all we really know so far. But best thing about Easy McBride, Stetson, only team on his list. I love that. I think you notice a trend here. From Lithuania, Nikola Jonaliunas. Big 6'4", 193-pound shooting guard. So a bigger shooting guard will turn into a solid small forward, in my opinion. I think he looks like he's solid so far. But another international guy that won't have much competition where we can push ahead, hopefully. No competition on Aleem Clifford from Manhattan, Kansas. He's a top 500 guy, 3-star shooting guard. Similar size to, actually the exact same size as Jonah Leonis, but Clifford's a good one to have on there as well. I've got 4 more. I've got Gaston Cameron from Philadelphia, number 244 in the class. We're a little bit further behind, but this top interest from Lafayette isn't that high, so I'm not worried yet about Gaston Cameron. Antrick Stevens, again, we're not first, but we're close enough where we can push, get into that top 3, get into that top spot. From Memphis, he's number 416. Aris Ryan from Gary, Indiana. He's the one that looks a little bit more like a sharpshooter. I do like him, so we'll keep an eye on. I think that's Eastern Illinois. Right now, he's number 440. Sean Merchant, 6'4" from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. I think the basketball next to Pawtucket, Rhode Island means he was Mr. Basketball in the state of Rhode Island. I think I like him for that reason. He's a New England kid, which hits home with me. 6'4", 193 shooting guard, so a bigger shooting guard, which I like. We are number 8 on his list, out of 8, but no one's really, I think, above that 50% mark, or right around that 50% mark, so I think there's an opportunity for us to catch up here with Sean Merchant. And that is our list. So we've got, what? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys at the swing. Small forward, shooting guard, power forward, kind of middle guy. Oh, 10 guys, including Velavicius from Hartford. And then we've got 5 big guys. I think I might add a big guy to this list, but I feel good about where Prosper Watson, Lawrence Soroye, and Darrell Barber are at in terms of non-competing schools. So that's a look at our recruits for Stetson. We haven't made any signings. You can create a recruit if you'd like. I may do that in the next 2 years. Give us a chance at a guy. Maybe come up with a fun name. But for now, that's what we've got going on. I'm going to talk a little bit about our rotations now, which are not at all how I had it. That is so annoying. It's just so annoying. So I think I can remember what the rotations were at. But I guess let's do it again. So I think I had 34, 24, 32. It's Santos, Shear. These are in the correct order, but these are the minutes you would project these guys to have going into each game. I think that's how I had it. Let's do that. So in terms of our backup shooting guards, who may also play small forward, Barnett, Azubuike, and Trey Garcia. What's up, snails? How we doing? How are we doing today? We're very close to continuing this recruiting stretch in the beginning of the season, and then we will be playing our first game of the season in the first part of this stream, but it's all about recruiting preseason to start. So, shooting guards, Barnett, Azubuike, and Garcia. So far, that's what I want to do with them. Then you talk about sixth man, that's going to be Noah Santos to start. He looked great in the preseason scrimmage. Colin Shear, we need a bigger guy. He's 6'8". He's going to come off the bench for French or Deji Kamara. Santos is probably going to play a little bit of a 4. Yeah, the Red Wings need a win. Yeah, I hope they get it done. But anyways, French is going to play a lot of minutes. And honestly, if we need to bring on Michael Kahn, we will. But I wouldn't count on that. Either way, I'm going to be manually rotating our lineup. So we're going to be able to go, you know, whoever we want at whatever point in the game for the first one. I'll be manually doing subs, seeing how that goes first. And then if not, I'll just let the computer sub in who they want. But basically, Greg Mayberry is the top guy. Smush Mejia and French are going to have the second and third spots in terms of number of minutes in the rotation. Hairston is being given a lot of minutes right off the bat. He was very solid. He's a sophomore. It's a big opportunity for him. Deji Kamara, solid but not unbelievable. So I think him and Santos will probably rotate more. French may rotate with Khan, but I like what we've got. I like the Stetson. You know, for one of the worst teams in the game, I like where we're at. You gotta always save. Always save your everything. I always have multiple saves of all these. Anyways, we are going to get to this matchup against the Panthers of the Sun Belt. But before we do that, let's watch the preseason show to kick off our Stetson Dynasty. Recruiting is done. Minutes are allocated. And yes, we want to watch the show, so let's take a watch. This is Greg Gumbel. This is why I love this game. It's just one of the little things where the graphics aren't great, but the effort is unbelievable, something you don't see nowadays.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm Greg Gumbel, here with my partner, Clark Kellogg, bringing you the 2K Sports Season Preview Show. Here are the Big Five, the top teams in the country as we begin the season. The Kansas Jayhawks come in as the #1 ranked team, followed by North Carolina, Memphis, Michigan State, and Louisville. Anything jump out at you from those top 5 teams, Clark?
Sometimes the top players in the nation and the best teams in the nation aren't necessarily together at the top of the poll. But going into this season, we have some of the absolute best players playing on the marquee teams. That's really exciting to me, Greg.
The Kansas Jayhawks are projected as the favorites here in the early going. They're playing in one of the toughest conferences in the nation. How should that affect them, Clark?
They're ranked highly now, but they're going to have to play a lot of tough games in that conference. And if they're not consistently playing at a high level, we could see them slip a bit.
North Carolina is in the #2 spot. They had a nice finish to the year, but it ended with a disappointing loss in the regional final.
They were so close to the Final Four, they could taste it. And the memory of that Elite 8 loss should be all the motivation they need this year to work just that little bit harder. We'll see if they can get over the hump this time.
Memphis comes in as #3. Their total of 33 wins last season was remarkable.
Matching that record is going to be a challenge, but they simply got to forget about the past and get to the business of winning games right here, right now.
Michigan State starts the year as the 4th-ranked team. Their tournament last year came to an abrupt end with a loss in the second round, Clark.
It can be demoralizing for a team not to get past the first weekend of the tournament. They've had all summer to forget about that loss and instead build on the positives from last season.
Louisville is the #5 team. They had a wonderful year last season, finishing with 24 wins.
That says a lot about the team they had last year, but trying to rack up that many wins shouldn't be their goal. They need to focus on just playing good basketball and getting to the conference schedule with a nice head of steam. The wins will come.
Here's the next group of teams in our preseason top 25. What do you think of this group, Clark?
There's plenty of talent on these rosters, Greg. At any given moment during the season, one of these teams could get hot and go on a run and win it all. As a matter of fact, I think they all have a chance to be champions.
The Duke Blue Devils, How about the Florida State? We now head to the part of the show where we break down the top players in the nation and show you our preseason All-American list. What you see before you is the cream of the
Skipping
crop
ahead a
in
little bit
college
once in a
football.
while. This is kind of a long show, but you see what I'm talking about. It's absolutely awesome presentation. It gets you ready for the season.
Ability to find the soft spot in an opposing defense and exploit it. and he can do it no matter how a defense chooses to play him. I have yet to see a team truly shut him down.
As for our next first teamer, Tennessee is more than willing to go into battle with him, Clark.
Bernard is really something special, Greg. There's plenty to like about him as a player. He's got that deadly combination of smarts and physical skills that makes him so difficult to defend. A coach's mentality in the body of a world-class athlete. Any questions as to why he's on the list?
Next up is a player that's drawing comparisons to some of the all-time college greats. The Texas Tech Red Raiders are fortunate to have him in their corner.
Gamboa is a first-teamer without a doubt. He has such versatility. He can take it and rake it, get down the court with the ball, and make plays.
Just something I want to mention here. We're playing Texas Tech in Alaska, so we're going to get a first-team All-American matched up against us. And if anyone knows who this is, you're a legend. This is Psycho T, Tyler Hansborough, number 50, one of the best players in college basketball of UNC's last 20-25
We
years.
always talk about the guys with great hands. Well, he's got great feet. I love those happy feet. There are few players in the nation with better footwork than him. And that's what allows him to always be in the right position, whether it comes to rebounding or finding space for an open shot.
And finally, we have another superb player to round out the first team, the Georgetown Hoyas. We'll probably get used to seeing him make the impossible look ordinary.
Worse, already has opposing coaches drawing up game plans designed to stop him. But it won't matter what they come up with. Give him too much room and he'll burn you off the dribble. Or play him tight and watch him find a teammate for an easy hoop. One way or the other, he's unstoppable.
As we move to the second team All-Americans, we can see there's no shortage of talent with this group. They're all elite players with the potential to dominate the game. The Virginia Cavaliers, we can expect our next, and here, all right, Clark, that should do it for us here in the studio. For myself and all of us here at 2K Sports, thanks for watching our season preview. Enjoy all the college hoops action.
Thank
to
you,
come.
gentlemen. Is that Roy Hibbert? I think it is. I think it's Roy Hibbert, Tyler Hansborough. I don't know the Texas Tech guy, but very cool to see first and second team All-Americans. Hi, Cody. How are we today? So let's simulate through this day. This is the finalizing rosters day, which we've already finalized our roster, but just another look at the Stetson Hatters for this year. We've already got Trey Garcia going up a little bit. Armand Harrison. Already very happy for this season to start. Good things I'm seeing so far from this Stetson Hatters roster, but now that we're a week into the future, we can do some recruiting again. Let's look at our targets and let's go through them. Little bit of a bump for everybody, but nothing crazy. And this is what I'm talking about. This is why you make a long list, and the list may have to get longer, but we're not going to get Prosper Watson. Let's just break the news early. That is, I believe, South Alabama coming in, and they want him badly, so we may have to adjust there. Like I said, no one's ever really going to come in for our international guys. That's why I like having Lawrence Arroyo on the list. He may just become number one now. But there's another issue right there. Darrell Barber. We're going to have to go through and do a little recruiting ourselves and see who still doesn't have very much interest or offers. But Darrell Barber seems like he's going to have to come off the list with Iowa State and Minnesota, two power conference schools going in for the 7-footer. It makes sense. This is why I wanted to look at Boubacar Morissette, because it's the same list, basically. No one really way out in front, but it'd be a long shot for Boubacar. Same thing with Bradshaw. I don't even think we have a chance with Bradshaw, because Wright State is pretty far ahead. I'm just going to remove him from the list now. I'm actually going to do the same thing with Prosper Watson, and also with Darrell Barber. We're going to have to find some new big men to take a look at, but I'm okay keeping Boubacar Morissette on the list and the big guy Soroye. I'm not going to get our Connecticut man, Derek Valavicius. That's Seton Hall and UMass coming in for him, and we're 5th. Still 2 other schools ahead of us besides that, but that is heavy interest at the top, and that's the kind of thing you want to avoid. Very good news here in terms of LaRon Garnett. We went ahead and scouted him last week, so we've been able to see him in person, probably chit-chat with him after the game a little bit, tell him that Stetson's coming for him. Charleston Southern, the only school ahead of us, but interest is basically the exact same for the top 4 schools there. I like our chances with Garnett. He would be the first 3-star. I gotta say, I don't know for sure, but I think Stetson would not have had a 3-star recruit in basketball up until this point in 2007. So I'm thinking we're looking at our first 3-star in school history. Maybe. This is why I didn't want to go for John Kelly. Seemed like he was going to gain more interest as we went, and South Florida is definitely more interest. Miami second. That's a lot of power conference at the top. I think we can push, but I don't think we can beat them in the long run. Might go out of the John Kelly race, but I'll leave him in there for now. Easy McBride, getting some interest. I'm going to leave him on the list because both of those schools, as much as they've jumped in, are not very high in terms of interest. Maybe we can put Easy McBride alongside Garnett as our top two guys, depending on how the rest of these lists look. Obviously, our international boy from Lithuania, Jonah Liunas, still looking solid, 6'4", 193. I think he would be great on the wing. Akeem Clifford, that's good news. That's a guy we can keep on our list. UMKC, Kansas City coming in. That's not bad at all. It's pretty close. We are the only other school, and we're not far behind. We could definitely go for Akeem Clifford. Gaston Cameron from Philadelphia. It's gotten worse. That is definitely a lot of interest, especially from schools in his area in Pennsylvania. I'm just going to remove him from the list. Antrick Stevens, I think we've still got a shot there for Stevens. The Ginger from Memphis, Tennessee. Guy looking like that. Hopefully he can shoot the ball. I think we're going to jump out of the race here with Illinois, Chicago. I think that's what UIC is. We'll leave him on there for now. We're just not going to go for him hard. Sean Merchant, there's a shot. Cody, if you're here, he's a Rhode Island kid. I think he was Rhode Island's Mr. Basketball. U-Hart, top school going for him. Holy Cross, BU in there. Vermont and Dartmouth. But there's also 9 total schools. So I don't love our chances with Sean Merchant, but we now have a refined target list if we go back to it. It's really going to be Soroye and maybe Morissette, but I want to add at least 2 other big guys to our list that I think we have a chance to just straight up push for. And then we're going for Garnett, but let's see what his stat distribution looks like more now. Solid shot, not the best skill. He's an alright defender, solid rebounder, pretty okay athleticism. And here's the thing, we're not going to get the best of the best guys, so even if these stats aren't like jumping off the screen, he's not an amazing dunker, he's not an amazing defender. We want solid players, solid 3 stars. We're going to set the foundation for the next step in Stetson's recruiting journey over the next 4 years. After this year, I think we can start to pick and choose who we want, but we just want bodies in the building that are solid basketball players, especially a local kid like Garnett from Florida. Plus, he's 6'7", he's got good size for a wing. So I still very much like LeRon Garnett. And I don't know what I think about John Kelly, to be honest. He is very athletic, and he is a top 103 prospect. But he's looking at big schools. We'll see. I think the only other guy, maybe now, we can reorder our target list and put Jonah Liunas a little higher. I think definitely Clifford higher. It'll probably be Garnett and Clifford that we're really going for. Stevens, we have a chance as well. So we'll keep Stevens in there. And we'll put Merchant 7. For now. So there's our reordered target list. What have we gotten for Stevens, or for Clifford so far? Because Clifford we have a legit shot with, and he's got A- defense. I think if we can get one more wing where we're closer to the top of the board, or there's less schools involved, that would be great. So let's take a look. This is how I do it. We go all, and here's another great thing that you can do in College Hoops 2K8. You can scout all the way down to high school freshmen. 14-year-olds, I think. Crazy. Morris Mikalauskis, I think, is the top player in the 20-whatever class, 2011. Something like that. But freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. So once we do lock down a guy or two and we really start to give ourselves more hours to do other things, I'm going to start looking at juniors. I'm going to start looking at what juniors we can get ahead on. But, yeah, Lawrence Soroya is definitely our guy at center, I think. Would love that. But I want to scout, like I've said, I want to scout 3 stars. Centers, seniors, guys that are going to be coming in next year. And then I sort by interest. And then if we are sort of in the running, I think we can go for that. Or guys that don't have a lot of schools in the running, where we can just slowly gain some interest there. But with the left and right trigger, I can just go through the list as we saw it there. So we're down at 3rd, Gary Bradshaw, and we'll keep going. This is why I like Boubacar Morissette. His top team, Dayton and Wright State, they're interested. But if we go hard for Boubacar, think we got a shot there. Might just see what we get out of that. That's a solid one, too. Liam Sandoval. 8 teams interested, but his top school isn't far from us, I would say. One to keep an eye on. I'll add him to the target list. He's only 6'9", but guys actually get taller as they come in, so he'll end up at 6'10 or 6'11 over his college career. Puberty is real in this game. It's crazy. So, might have more of a shot with J.J. Sowers than we would with Sandoval. 8 schools interested versus 6, and Georgia State at the top is less interested than, I think that's Tennessee Tech at the top. But let's take Sandoval off and let's add Sowers. That's not a bad list there for George Woodward from Texas. 6 schools interested. We're pretty far from TCU. TCU is a pretty big school. We may go back to him, but I mean, I don't care if the guy's not interested in us right now. If we can get him interested, because there's not any other schools interested, that's gonna be more like it. Like 3 schools interested is great, but Darrell Barber, this is a good one. Jake McCoy from Compton, California. It's just us and Cal Poly. I'll add him. 6'10", 206 is a big twig. Gibran Ramos. It's not a bad list. A lot of it's West Coast schools. He's from the West Coast. I think we have a chance there. Not a great one, but, I mean, we're just taking anything close to what we can get. Roy Sampson. Sounds like an old school big man name. I love that. From Santa Clara. Looking at St. Mary's, though. That'll be tough to compete with. Maybe. Let's add him and see what happens later. Prosper. Soroye. You see why we like the guys we have on the list now. That's it. We get to the end of the list, and that is it. So, I haven't felt great about any of these guys yet, but that's why we have the International Soroye on the list. Yeah, I don't know how to turn the clicking that far down. I mean, I think I can. Let me save what we have right now. It is amazing how loud the clicking and menu sounds are in this game. I apologize for that. It's not something I chose. That's just kind of how this game has always been. Get 2 saves in there, always. Yeah, that's gotta help. For now, I mean, like, sound effects are also what happens in games, so I'll hopefully remember to turn that up later. Appreciate you noticing that and mentioning it. The clicking is always loud in this game. That's just how it is. But let's look at our target list, because now it's a little bit longer. And let's manage it and reorder it. I like having our positions together. So I think the best shot we had in this... Let's look at the 4 we've added. Sowers. I mean, there's 6 teams in it, but it's pretty far down. Not the most high first interested team. I think we have more of a chance with Jake McCoy than we do with Sowers. How about Gibran Ramos? Yeah, see, like, his top school is more interested than Cal Poly, but not that interested overall. I think Jake McCoy needs to be the top guy on our board, depending on how good he looks. And then Roy Sampson, too, because that's a lower starting interest from St. Mary's at the top. I think we have a chance there. So I think it's got to be McCoy, Sampson, our international guy, and Morissette at the top. Let's reorder it that way. Yeah, so I think it's going to be Sampson, Soroye. Who did we say? McCoy? Yeah. Yes, this is the best way to do it. I've been here before. So, like, again, like I've said, the interest is 28%, 31%, 28%. That's not what you really want to see in general. Yeah, it is wild that it starts like that. Maybe we can go to, like, 75 or 80 for the presentation for sound effects when we get into a game. But, yeah, like, Soroye, McCoy, and Sampson. I think we've got a shot to push for all three and get one of them. 2 California kids at center and a Nigerian. But, I mean, we do have a bit of a chance with Sowers or Ramos. I think we're going to put Sowers higher because he's starting with 43% interest, which is pretty solid. And then our last guy on our list could be Jabron Ramos. And the reason I'll have a guy like this on the list, I'm not going to go hard for Jabron Ramos, but if things fall through, like, what about Boubacar Morissette? Do we think we have a chance with Boubacar Morissette? Dayton and Wright State are pretty far out in front, even though Stetson has 53% interest from him. 13 schools are interested. I think even if we push, we're going to be behind some of those top schools. I think we'll keep him on the list. But man, I don't think we're going to get Boubacar Morissette. It's a solid list of big men now, though. Sampson, I think, should definitely be our top guy. But let's back out, reorder, and take a look at if we have any of these guys scouted, which we don't. Soroye, we do a little bit. He's a B defender. It's okay. And again, what's cool about this game is, this is why you want a good scout, because your scout is giving you these grades based on what he's seen. If he's good at scouting, the grades are going to be more accurate to what this guy ends up being for overall. If your scout sucks, he's not. This guy may actually not be a B defender. He may be a C defender or an A. He's just not going to be accurate. But Soroye, I think, is a safe guy to have on our big man list for the whole year. And then the debate is going to be between McCoy and Sampson. I definitely want to get both of them scouted a little bit, get some game tape. But let's look at the swing guys we've added. Or the wingers. It should. Oh, we didn't add anybody. Ah, yes. Alright, so let's remove some guys. Like, I don't think we have a shot for Aris. Ryan. McBride, I want to keep on the list. I kind of want to keep everyone else. Let's add one more guy to the list, because I really do think we have a great chance at LaRon Garnett. Aleem Clifford as well. Those are going to be our top 2 guys we're going for. Kansas and Florida. I would love to get a guy from Florida. That's why I want Garnett. But let's get one more guy on the list that we would feel much better about. So let's go for seniors again. Let's go for small forwards. 3 stars. Scout by interest. And see if there's anybody that we can feel good about having on our list. That's why we have Garnett right there. Not a lot of options I'm seeing. That's not bad. Darnell Hopes from Baltimore. He's got 13 schools on his list. We're not that far. We would have to really push to get into that top spot, though. Keep him in mind. That's not bad. Monterey Mallory. Also from Baltimore. I'm going to add him to the list. Let's keep going. I'm hoping there's just a guy that has one school interested besides us. Doesn't really happen often, but we can go to shooting guards after this. "6'8" small forward. I'm assuming that guy could play a good power forward. Just don't love his list. There's Ezzy. That's not bad at all. Toby Ogier. Let's add him. Because we can make up some ground there, I think, on Monmouth and FDU. I would hope. Like a guy like this, Benny Cantrell, looking at, I believe, Georgia Tech at the top there, he's basically already going to Georgia Tech. They are like 95% interested in him, and he's got him on the top of his list. It would take a lot. It would take... We wouldn't be able to get him, basically. He's basically already decided. Ah, Oliver Ngunu from Cameroon. I think I'd rather the other Lithuanian that we had on the list. But we can always go back to that guy if we want. Zachary Nichols is an interesting list there because his top school is below 50%, or close to it, I would say. We're not that far behind either. From Flint, Michigan. There's an opportunity here for us to go for Zachary Nichols, I think. We'll add him to the list. We won't add him to the list. Let's see if there's anything better than this for the rest of the list. 7 schools. It's not bad. That's not bad either. Eto Sidibe. From South Dakota? Don't think I've ever seen such a player from South Dakota. Oh, that's not bad at all right there. Irving Warner from Houston, Texas. Number 401 in the class is not bad. His top school is definitely below 50%. And that's it. He just has 5 schools interested. That's something we could push for there, Irving Warner. Let's go for Irving Warner. Or Muhammad Dahi? Dahi. Alright, we've got a couple of international players we can add to the list. And Warner, I think. Let's do that. So let's take off. Ogier was a good ad. I don't think we're going to get Ezzy McBride, to be honest. Let's see if I can take off another player. Like, let's look through these guys. Merchant. Probably not going to get Sean Merchant. That's okay. Stevens, we have a chance. I don't think we're going to get John Kelly, as good as he is. So let's go add those 2 guys that we just saw. Let's go over here. They were definitely further down this list. I don't remember his name. I think it was Warner. And after this, we can kind of push a few weeks. Is that really it? Guy's name was LeBron and he was white. That's kind of funny. Wagner, Tucker, there's Merchant. Am I missing something? Oh, it was on shooting guard, that's why. Getting there. Sidibe was a good player to add, I think. We can do better than that. Yeah, we want Warner on the list. We'll put ourselves in the mix for Warner, and then I think we will add Dahi, just cause. One more safety net in the international pool. Just show off our interest early and often. So now, we've gotten a list of guys that I feel better about. Let's go to all. Let's look at targets here. Let's reorder the small forward lists, and then let's just start to push a little bit more. So I'll put Warner high as it gets. Right up there with Garnett and Clifford. I think these 3 guys are the US-based guys that I feel good about. And then there's Shonoliunas and Dahi. I don't know exactly how many hours we're going to be able to give in terms of going to visit these guys and see them, so I think it would be best if we just go for the top guys, and then as many hours as we can put into the rest of them, that's what we'll do, but nothing crazy yet. Ogier, we definitely have a bit of a chance, but it's not great. I'll put him below Stevens. Mallory's not bad. How is Mallory better than Ogier? I'll go for Ogier first. So we've got our list. So now we scout. Roy Sampson being first. Emails and phone calls come from me because I have high charisma. You can see when you click on the task like phone recruit, you can see which grade comes up. So C-, F, and B+. We want to use my B+ there. Help increase his interest. Then Jake McCoy. For now, we are just going to be phoning and emailing. And if we need to request game tape, we can. And we'll use our best scout, which is Mackley's. I think we need to request game tape here, too. But this is definitely something I just need to fire through. Soroye, we've already done our work in terms of scouting, so there's nothing left to do for international guys. Request game tape from JJ Sowers. That gives us, when you request game tape, you get A rating. So, like, this is great. Roy Sampson is an A- defender. I love to see it. Jake McCoy is an A- rebounder. That's nice to see. So, we'll keep an eye on the rest of their stats as we do further scouting. You can eventually scout a recruit game or visit them at home, but depending on how close or far they are from you, it costs more to do so. So that's why I want a guy like LeBron Barnett at the top of our list. Maybe we don't visit anyone at home this week and we just do 2 scouting recruits 2 scouting chips. We only have, as you can see in the top right, 201 points to work with so far this week. So 90 would take up a lot. But let's say we do 90 plus 90, that's 180. We would only have around 20 points left for the entire week if we scout 2 players and go to their games. So I'd rather, like, go all in for one guy, or if we can get a local guy, like a visit with Garnett, that's going to cost a little bit less, like 55. We do one for him, and we do one visit for a big guy, I'll feel good. And then we'll have the rest of the points left to phone, email, and request game tape. I think that's the best way to do it. It's nice to have local guys in there. I wish we found a more local center. But this is early in the recruiting. We want to go for the best guys we can get right now. So I'm going to go through... I think we're definitely going for Garnett as much as we can. Just because of how local he is to Stetson. So let's do it all here. Let's phone him, and let's go visit him at home. Let's do our first visit with him. And you see that? We're already up to first. We haven't even done the visit yet. It's just because we scheduled the visit that he went up a little bit more. The email, the phone call helped. But that was good. So, let's go through the rest of our guys. Let's scout where we can. We're not visiting anyone else yet. We'll decide on that later. So that's why I say a guy like Boubacar Morissette, we probably want to visit with him early and often, as much as we possibly can, so we can get higher up on his list. But I haven't decided if that's the guy we want to do it with yet. Same thing with Clifford. Would love to get out there with him, but we don't even have to use a game tape on him because we already have, which is good. Irving Warner, we haven't. Gonna have to find out a lot about Irving Warner. It's a good name. Stevens, we've already done our work on. Ozier, we need tape. Jonah Leunis, international. All we can do is email and phone call there. Can't visit. Can't do much else. We can get game tape from our Ivorian small forward, Dahi. McBride, we've done everything. And as you can see now, we have 76 points left. Can we even visit? Wow. I used all of them. So I can't even visit any of these top guys now. Damn it. Oh, that's annoying. Did not realize we were using that much. I think I have too many guys on the list now, I'm thinking. Oh, how do we fix this little issue here? Man, I thought we were a lot closer. There's only 55 points to visit Garnett. Damn. Too many scouts out there. I think we're going to have to quickly fire through and try again. And I don't feel bad about that. At least this part will be quick. Yeah, the order is just not correct, but I know what I want to do now. I think the decision I've made on center is that I want to go for Sampson first, and the big guy from California as well, McCoy, second. But we can't visit both, so which one do we have a better shot on? Cal Poly is easier to beat than that whole list of teams in California. So we're between Sampson and McCoy for a visit this week. Let's get our big things out of the way first and then use the rest on scouting and stuff. I think that's something I had to relearn right there. And then we'll go play our first game, because we can just fire through these next 3 weeks of recruiting. Samson's got better actual size. He's 250. He's a big boy. Let's go for Sampson. Roy Sampson will be our top guy. So we'll phone him. We'll request the game tape. We're going to go visit him at home in California. And hopefully we can start to push up that list. Fingers crossed. If not, we're going to have to pivot to McCoy. But let's also do the pushing for Garnett now. Phone him, email him, visit him at home. Let me quickly reorder this. I think we could just put Garnett first. That's our top guy. Now we start to have a feel for it a little bit more. And now it becomes easier. The initial recruiting just takes time. It just takes time to set up your board, know what's going on. Like, we definitely want McCoy if we can't get him. Soroye is safe. We know all of this now. Aleem Clifford. We like Aleem Clifford. We also like Irving Warner, or whatever his name is. But I don't see him on here, so I guess that didn't make it to the save. Jonah Leonis, Clifford, all good options. Merchant we took off the lists. Stevens we kept on the list. I don't think we're gonna go for Boubacar Morissette. It's just outside of a range where I think I have a chance to push hard there. So we'll put Jabron Ramos higher. That's fine. Ryan, Sowers, I think all have chances, but I think that's solid. So let's take Boubacar off the list. We'll get a guy like that at some point. A player that we know is solid, and we have a chance to push ahead. Let me go get Warner on the list, and then we'll sim along. He's not that far down. Warner. Add him to the target list. Alright, let's go through and see what we haven't done and what we have time for. And this is just quick. Like most of these things I've done at this point, but now we have a feel for who's at the top of our list, who we really want to send these things in for. We can get tape where needed. I think it's just getting used to the order of the process that I needed, and now I feel a lot better about how I'm going about this. But LeRon Garnett is our guy. We're going for him. We're visiting him at home this week. Royce Sampson is our guy from Santa Clara, California, that we want to be our big guy. If St. Mary's really pushes ahead and we don't feel good about it, we'll pivot. We've got Jake McCoy, we've got Lawrence Soroye, and if we have to go to J.J. Sowers, there's a little bit of an opportunity there. But this is better. I feel better about this. We can skip ahead a week now. We can just get to the next week. I always skip to Monday. We do not want to stop the simulation to work on our roster because we know who's who. We're probably going to have to do the rotations over again. But again, I'll be doing manual rotations, so I'm not super worried about that. But another weekend, here's our targets. Let's go through them. So now we can offer a scholarship, and that gets you brownie points like nothing else in this game. So we're going to offer a scholarship to LeRon Garnett. I don't think that takes any points. Barely takes any time. Roy Sampson, we could do the same thing here. But what does Roy Sampson's list look like? It's a little better. But I think I'm going to use our brownie points with offering a scholarship and see how far up the list we go. With a visit, with scouting, all of that. Can we go ahead of Pacific and really push St. Mary's? That's what I want to find out this week. All we have to do is beat Cal Poly for Jake McCoy. So, the thing I wanted to mention here, too, like, Roy Sampson, A- rebounding, A- defense. Well, that's a solid IQ rating. We know Roy Sampson's going to be solid. We don't know everything about Jake McCoy yet. We just know he's got A- rebounding, which is solid. He's got 40 less pounds on him, so he's a little bit less strong, maybe. Which guy should we go for? Should we go for Jake McCoy or Roy Sampson? Because I think we need to offer a scholarship to one of them if we're going to stay in either of those races. Roy Sampson's number 194 in the class. Jake McCoy is number 421. But, I mean, as much as Sampson is better, McCoy, I think we have more of a chance to push ahead of one school versus trying to get ahead of 4 schools for Roy Sampson. I do think we have a chance, Less of a chance, though. We can't do both, I think. We might be able to not punt the week on LeRon Garnett, but we might be able to do 2 home visits for both of these guys. Because Soroye is pretty safe if we don't get either. Maybe we just do that. How much is a home visit? 105? And we have 236, so we can do 2 home visits. Or maybe we do a home visit here, a scouting trip for McCoy, and then use the rest of our minutes on everyone else. The only issue with that is, I don't know how far ahead we'll stay on LeRon Garnett, but since we're ahead, I think that's what we'll do. We'll visit, again, with Roy Sampson. We'll go scout Jake McCoy's game with Mackley's, and now we have 41 points to use on the rest of everyone. We'll email, we'll phone, and we'll offer a scholarship to LeRon Garnett. I didn't want to use that scouting just yet, but he's just kind of solid all around. He's not the best player, but you know what? Like I said, we need solid guys at the start, and here's why I wanted to offer the scholarship. If Charleston Southern offers a scholarship, I think we still stay ahead. There's the brownie point boost. We're pretty far ahead on LeRon. So I think without a visit or anything, that was smart. Can we offer a scholarship now to one of these guys? I don't think it's worth it yet, because now you know the boost we get. Let's go do our visits and whatnot with them over the next week or 2. This is what happens when you're a small school, though. You don't have a lot of minutes. You don't have a lot of time to decide on a lot of these things. Like, we can offer a scholarship to Soroye, but he wouldn't be deciding for a long time. It takes forever to get international players up, which makes sense, to get them to really be interested in coming to Stetson University. Jonah Leonis, same story. Merchant, let's just stay in the race. Stevens, I don't even know what these guys' boards look like, but it's an order of, you know, how much we like these players, so I don't feel bad right now. Still in the race pretty much everywhere. Like, this is getting worse. Let's get out of the J.J. Sowers race. That's fine. Sean Merchant's going to go to Hartford. That's all but decided there. Other than that, we're still in every race. I feel good about this list. Let's go another week. Happens quickly once you have a plan in motion. These first 2 weeks are so important. This is why I don't like scheduling games at this point. We should have a great picture of our recruits going into this next week before our FIU matchup in the first matchup. Now, each week there is a weekly wrap-up show as well that goes around the best highlights and upsets and things from college basketball, which is so cool. So after our game, we'll have to watch that and see if they talk about us at all. Maybe we set a record. Who knows what we're going to do out there. LeRon Garnett. Alright. Still no offer on Roy Sampson from anyone else, so we've essentially pushed into the bottom with UCO and CSUS. I don't even know what schools those are. Canisius? St. Mary's still pretty far ahead on Roy Sampson, though. I think it was right to push a little bit more for Jake McCoy. I think I still don't offer a scholarship to either of them, but I think Jake McCoy starts to become our guy, because St. Mary's is a little bit further ahead than I'd like in that race. And then maybe we push a little bit further ahead on Aleem Clifford, because it's just UMKC we have to knock down. So let's go for McCoy, Clifford, and see if we have time for Garnett this week, because we now have a lead and a scholarship in hand there. And Clifford I like. I remember we scouted him a little bit. He's got A- defense. Already having a guy with A- defense on the wing feels better. So how many points do we have? Same points. So to do a visit at home with McCoy would take 105. Same thing with Clifford. I think I want to scout Clifford's game and then go visit McCoy at home. And I don't think we're pulling out of the race here because teams can pull out of these, like, all the time. So St. Mary's could just drop out of this race if they go get a center they want anyways. So we'll keep Sampson on it, but let's manage our target list a little bit. Let's get McCoy up in second. Clifford there. I like it. We'll put Warner a little higher as well. Antrick Stevens drops a little. Yeah, let's go visit Jake McCoy at home in Compton, California. Take a trip out to the West Coast. We'll take a trip out to the Midwest and scout Aleem Clifford's game, and now we only have 41 points to do the rest of the week. I am fine with that. Ooh, did I use some minutes that I could have used on scouting? We can go scout Garnett's game. I think that would get us some brownie points with him, too. I mean, I don't know how much the rest of the scouting would be worth if we could just continue to push ahead hard on Garnett, but we have a good lead on Southern. I'm not even going to do it. We're just going to phone him, and we're just going to do the same thing all around. No other scholarships yet. We want to use those when we think we need them to help get us in races or who knows. Plus, I do want to email and phone basically everyone else on this list. If you're tired of recruiting, I'm sorry. But I'm not really. This is what I love. Oh, and then we're down to players that aren't ours. So we have one scholarship up on the board. It's the Orlando kid, LaRon Garnett. And we're done for the week. 1 point left on the week. And now it is time to open up our season. And we can look forward to the recruiting. Actually, I'm going to back out because I want to make sure saving is on what it should be. Like, is autosave on? Coach settings. Yeah, this I want to change too. I will make the play calls. I will make the subs and the timeouts and the late game fouling. I want to do it all. Alright, it just said it's auto-saving there. I think we're good on auto-saving, but knowing we just did a bunch of recruiting and got ourselves to an excellent point means I just want to save it up. Make sure we're set to not lose anything we just did, and head off to Fort Lauderdale. I think FIU's in Fort Lauderdale, but I want to get this season underway. Stetson at Florida International. Alright, I will start in a minute or two. I just gotta check my messages. Alright, alright, alright. Time for a little Hatters action. Let's go. First game to try a little bit of everything out, too.
Get ready for College Hoops 2K8. The Stetson Hatters go up against the Florida International Golden Panthers. What a game we have in store for us today. Hi there, everyone. We're here at Farm Ed Arena. This is Vern Lundquist with Bill Raftery and Tracy Wilson. Give us your take, Bill.
The story here is a matchup at off guard. Taylor is a wonderfully talented shooting guard. Don't forget how accurate he is as a free throw shooter. Definitely not the guy to send to the line. Mahia is an excellent shooting guard in his own right. He's a tremendous threat thanks to the depth shooting touch of his. Both looking to lead their teams to a win. We'll see who succeeds.
Alright, I'm just gonna work on the presentation stuff like we mentioned. Oh, sound effects are already up again. Wow, so I guess the other one was for the menu. This is all fine, as is. Yeah. I do want to kind of take a look at their roster, but maybe later. Let's go. Short point guard and a big center. I like that. But man, nobody is in the stands here for FIU's home opener. Come on, Aaron French. Let's go.
Stetson controls the opening tip, and the season is underway.
And it looks like they'll start the game in minute.
Mahia hands it off. Passes it to the right side. Hairston dishes to the wing. French has it. Down low. Passes.
Good
Out
pass.
right.
Let's see if we can get Mayberry on the board early.
Marcus Sovic snatches the rebound. And it's still all tied up 0. Bruce. Gets it on the free throw line. Vasallo beats it to the baseline. Last
Grab
shot
that
missed
board.
by
Good D,
Marcus Sovic.
Hatters. Come on.
The D recognized the shot was coming and got out there on him. Nicely done.
Let's run another pick and roll here. I think
Leads
we've
him with
got
the
this
pass.
one.
Nice
Oh, good
move.
pump fake. Aaron, make your free
Go
throw.
to the line for
Or
two.
make your layups, brother.
Shooting 2. Knocks down the first one.
And the Hatters with the first points of the season.
He gets the second to fall as well.
Both free
Marcus
throws
Sovic
good. I
inbounds
love to
the
see
ball.
it. This is their guy, Taylor. Definitely their player to watch, so if we can avoid number 1 getting hot, we'll be in
Left
good
wing.
shape. Well, you never know, but that's the goal, I think. And there he is.
Kamara
Misses
corrals
his
the
first.
miss. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Tracy Wolfson, who has some info for us.
Thanks, Vern. A little
French.
while ago, I talked with
Ah, he
Florida
loses it. You gotta go up
coach.
quicker than
He
that.
told me that they want to use their
Hairston
quickness
getting
to their
back,
advantage. He
defending
said
the fast
they
break. That's
think of
great
another
fast
squad
break
that can match
defense
their
from the
team speed,
Hatters.
and he wants to
French.
make sure that shows tonight by getting out on the break and showing how fast this game can be played.
Smush
Guys,
for 3.
Misfired on
Good
the
look.
last three by Mejia. About 10.5 minutes left.
Good
in the
transition
half.
defense again from the Hatters.
Nice little crossover.
I'm loving the defensive effort.
Passes it to the left.
I did see Louisiana Tech is playing 20 games
Right wing.
by accident. That'll get fixed out or figured out, but yeah, that's hysterical.
Dishes. High post. Taylor throws it up.
Oh, you got to
Sovic
grab that board. This is their
snatches
big
the
guy, the
offensive rebound.
7-footer.
Flip up and
Marcus
in on the last
Sovic.
layup.
Definitely going to have to keep an eye on
Inbounds
him.
the ball.
He gets
Just
up
towering
close
over
and
Aaron
personal
French.
and closes the deal.
Leaves
Oh
no
my
room for
God, just
error
giving it
and
right
no
to
room
him.
for
What
anybody
an
to do
outlet
anything about
pass.
it. That last
No
pass
chase down
was
blocks in this
Stetson.
game. It's good. Oh, maybe not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. Hairston almost dribbles out of bounds. A little chaotic, but let's get Smush Mejia and Aaron French working a little bit here. Where's the foul there? It was a good look. I thought he had more of a lane. Oh, and we almost had that interception. He's got to be able to try and jump passing lanes in this game.
Tosses it up.
Defensively,
Can't
we're
knock
doing
it
well
down
on
from the
Taylor,
right
though,
block.
so far.
But they're still up by 2. French catches it. Right wing.
Get down low, Aaron. Gonna learn a little bit more about our offense today, too.
Goes up.
Just take it to the rack. Smush Mejia. Let's go.
It's a tie ball game. Right around 9 minutes left.
Like an
in the half.
Android,
The
iPhone
Golden
type. I don't know.
Panthers take their first
For
time
stamina?
out.
Let's get some subs in. French has been solid. Santos is our first guy off the bench. Mayberry hasn't done much, so let's give Santos a shot, and let's get Trey Garcia into his first game of the season for Hairston. And we'll put Smush Mejia at the point for a little bit here, so just changes on
The Stetson coach.
on the
They have to
outside.
deal with some chemistry issues
We'll
after
go
those
away from
substitutions, because that gives them a pretty inexperienced
Camera in a
lineup
little
out
bit,
there.
but that's good. Get off the court, cheerleaders. We're starting the game.
Vasallo inbounds
Oh,
the
shit.
ball.
Come on.
Skips it
Oh,
down
good
low.
D. Smush.
By Mejia.
Not a good entry pass, Fern. You just
Spin
can't
move.
force it in there.
Mejia! Oh my god, Smush easily becoming a fan favorite if he gets hot like that early. Good defense, though, from the Hatters so far in this game. Might have to jack up the difficulty a little bit, but I wanted to see how we came out against a little bit better team than us. They should definitely feel like they're a better team, and so far it's been very even. Foul by Deji and sending them to the line. It has been a pretty even game so far, even though maybe the difficulty should be a little higher.
He misses the first. He's off on the second.
Both free throws missed. I feel like you rarely see that.
Garcia has it. Right wing. Feeds. Top of the key. Leads him in.
Oh, good pass.
Good job on the layup by
The
French.
pick and roll from the Hatters. Mejia and French working together. I'm loving this connection. Everyone works well with French so far.
Inbounds the ball. Right around 8 minutes.
The big
left in
King
half.
Kiwi at
Looks like
center.
they're playing man-to-man.
Man, just blew right by him. Smush gives, Smush takes. Just trying to get to the basket. Trey Garcia getting involved. French to the rack.
Finishing
Aaron
with the
French.
soft touch.
Not the greatest looking layup, but man, is he playing well early. Is he going to be our star player? I think he is. I don't mind giving them a 3 because you can really contest in this game with a jump.
Gets it on the strike.
Oh, that's a good move.
The finger roll was laid in
Tie
by
ball
the
game.
solo. And it's now all evened up 8. It's stolen
Oh,
by
bad
Taylor.
pass.
That's his second steal of the
All right, the press got to us a little bit there. Let's try not to turn it over. They are
Look at that
not
pass.
pressing again, which is good for our sakes. I like what I've seen from Smush Mejia, though. That's a great look for Trey Garcia. Bang! Let's go,
They now
Trey.
lead by 1. Under 7 minutes left in the half.
Jittery, active defense, but he blows by
Uses the
Smush
crossover.
again.
Left wing. No one around him. Drilled
Both
by the
teams
solo.
getting hot right now.
They lead by 1.
I think we're gonna
Santos
probably take a
inbounds the
timeout
ball.
at some point, but it's been a decent start to this game for Stet. I am
It's picked up
talking
by
us out of a good
Florida
possession there.
Bruce, the finisher.
Good transition defense, and they miss it. Board bucket. It's a 3-point game now.
Looked like he made a tough shot out of a simple one.
Risky, but he's in the flow now, Vern.
See if we can find another play to run. Wrong button.
Bounces it to the wing. Kamara.
That's a great little look there from Santos to Kamara. Deshi Kamara is not known for his shooting,
He isn't known to
but he's
shoot inside
lurking.
the
Oh, I
basket.
thought he was going to get
Misses
that.
Like that. Demonstrate why.
Skip pass. Top of the key.
FIU running a slow offense, but they've got the lead here.
Catches it.
Patient
Baseline.
from the Panthers.
Left wing.
Open in the corner, and they've got another. I am going to take a timeout here.
13 unanswered points.
Let's get it over half court. Let's talk to the boys. Get some subs in.
Out there, he didn't like any call for a timeout. He wants to make sure that everyone is working together out there.
Let's grab some boards, says coach. Subs all in at this point. Shear is now in. The cheerleaders are taking their time getting off the court again. And the Panthers fans are getting into it, even though there's not many of them there.
Lobs it to the wing. Garcia dumps it off.
Spacing isn't great right now. Can we get a look at the hoop?
Leads in with the pass.
Oh, Shear. That's a great little pump fake, and he blows the layup.
Has it. And that's his third rebound.
This might be the right difficulty for us because I'm still getting used to this game. We may be able to go to a new difficulty later in the season, conference season, or next season maybe. I see the pass coming. Mayberry's all over it. And here goes Greg. Come on. That's our star player. We need to get him involved.
But they're still down by 4.
Good take to the rack. Use the body.
Under 5 minutes left in the half.
We are all over him. That's backcourt. Armand Hairston. A pass on defense. I'm liking Armand. He's 5'10" and he's active. He's quick.
Shear inbounds the ball.
Oh, that's a great look. Kamara spinning, winning, and blowing another layup. Man, we have not had a lack of looks. I can tell you that. See if we can man up here. A little bit of confusion on who has who, and it leads to a bucket. It's a 6-point game, and they're pressing us. Go, Trey.
Stetson has had serious problems with their
there we go.
Defense.
Armand.
Tracy has a report from their bench.
The Hatters coach just told the players on his bench, we have to be more physical in the paint. Don't be afraid of some contact.
Wow, I totally didn't read that he was going to go for that.
Oh,
trying to get it to Mayberry, and they've got a man ahead. Hairston gets in his way. That's great defense. We're hanging in there because of our defense right now. Trey Garcia to the rack. Trey Garcia off the bench with 5. Good start for him.
Under 4 minutes left in the half. They're set up in minute. Passes.
Losing a man there. Another open shot for them, and oh boy. Oh, I accidentally hit that. That's okay. Harrison's quick. Oh, I really thought that could get through. Bounce pass would have worked. Man. Oh, he's open. Trey Garcia. It's a 2, but that's good. Can't get much more open than that. They're the Golden Panthers. And they're launching another 3, and we are not grabbing the board. We got to be able to grab that there. Thank God we got away with that. Let's get some subs in. Oh my God, wrong button again. Alright, let's get Azubuike in. Let's get French back in. I think Deji Kamara is going to fall apart out there.
Mayberry with the crossover.
I really wanted a layup there. I don't know why he faded into a jump shot. He had his man beat a little bit. And we're down by 7 here in the first half. Shear just getting beat. Do we need a timeout? We probably do. Unless we can beat this guy on the break. Trey Garcia again. It's Trey Garcia with 7 early points. Can we press him into turning it over? No. So let's get back into our defense. Mayberry, get on your man. Good switch. Oh my God, you're leaving him open. What are we doing? 10-point game. Timeout, Hatters. We need a run. Trey Garcia has been fantastic, but he's losing some energy. I want to get Azubuike in. Smush is almost ready to go. But I think it's time for French. Mayberry needs to get hot. Maybe we bring in Smush at point guard. Harrison's been okay on defense. Let's do that. Might have to increase our rotation and get Michael Kahn in there, the freshman from Australia. But for now, what we need is a bit of a run from these Hatters. Little pick and roll action. That's what French is best at. And he's open again. God, it's Aaron French right back in and right on the board. There we go. Good pass from Smush. Smush has been an excellent point guard for us today when he's been handling it. Ooh, good pass, tipped. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'd rather him get fouled there than get a bucket. That's annoying, though. I am gonna try Khan at center and French at the 4. The Kiwi and the Aussie, both in. Let's see what we get out of them. Minute 49 left.
He gets the second
We'll go to our
as well.
starters under a minute if we get there. Ah, too much ISO. I thought I had him beat there.
The D was
Wow.
waiting for him there.
On the
That's
fast
how you
break,
do
they
it.
got nothing.
Keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep.
Great
and then
transition
capitalize.
defense again. Come on, Hatters.
Taylor.
No way. We had a guy there.
Still a 10-point lead. French backs in.
Come on,
Mayberry
Greg.
for three.
Oh, we needed that.
Good.
There's our star.
He's got 5. 1:11 left in the first half. Far side.
There's just enough of a window for us to go on a run and get right back in this. 7 points is not bad.
Taylor.
Might have had that. Just chasing
Dishes
Taylor
it to
around. No, he's got
baseline
nothing in the
with the
corner.
shot. Grab.
Nothing off the
Back on.
backboard.
They
Come
can go
on.
2 for 1 here if they realize
Stetson
it's
on the
shooting
run.
up
Oh, we had a little bit of that.
Azubuike hands it off.
Khan,
Backs down.
the freshman. Here's Collins Azubuike. Not fast enough there. We don't really have much.
Mayberry has it out left.
French with a little
pulls
hook.
it up. Chana pulls it in.
Needed that.
16 seconds left in the first half. Smithson passes
That's
to the left
never
wing.
going to go down.
Last
Come
ball
on.
off the mark by Taylor.
5 seconds.
French
Get it
fires
ahead.
it way up court. Rises
Oh!
and dishes. The Hatters
Should have just shot it with
turns the ball
Azubuike.
out of bounds. The Golden
Not sure what we were
Panthers
thinking
are
there.
making a few lineup
Let's go
changes.
to our starters, and they'll start at the start of the second half, but
Bruce
I'm going to have to put the press on.
First half comes to an end.
7-point game, Hatters down at half, but some good signs, especially from Aaron French.
Give us your
Alright, let's get into this. Tempo, fine. Pressure, fine. Inbound press. I do like the diamond 1-2-1-1, and I want to press after a basket. I don't want to be pressing all the time. No one in particular is killing us right now, so we don't really need to double team. Looking at our half, though, I mean, Hairston's got to do more. Didn't even take a shot. Didn't force a steal. He turned it over twice. Smush was good. Greg got hot. French is great, but we need more from Hairston. And we probably need more from Smush. 7 off the bench, though, from Trey Garcia. Love to see that.
We're all set to begin the second half.
Should be all of our starters in right now. A little bit of miscommunication on that handoff from the ref. What is going on the sideline? All right,
Bruce
let's go.
inbounds it to start the second half.
I guess-
dumps it
I guess
off.
this is my guy, Smithson. We need some steals, man.
Left wing.
We need some frantic defense. We need to get the Hatters back into this.
Chewy.
Oh, that's good. That perfect. Exactly what I'm asking for.
Tracy Wolfson has more on what
Hairston.
went on in halftime. Tracy?
During
Mayberry.
halftime, I talked with the
He's gonna be
Hatters
open.
coach.
Hairston
He told me
with
his
some
team is
space.
down, but he's going
Not
to
bad.
push
That's
the
not
issue
bad.
even more in the second half to make a comeback. Coach said that even though
Just
his
trying to
starters
help
had
with the
plenty of
transition
energy,
defense,
he
which
would
we
still
have been
rotate
solid
in his
defensively.
bench
We just
players.
haven't
He
been
said that it
great
wasn't a question of
on the
fatigue,
offensive side.
but more of a method of showing different looks on offense.
No way.
Back to you, Vern.
Well done, Tracy. Thank
Come on.
you. Dumps it.
Oh, how do you not get that?
Inside.
How did we not pick that pass off and they're pressing us?
Nice look by Smithson. 6 assists, and he leads both teams.
Damn. 6 assists for their point guard. It's real good. Hairston gets by his man. Still has a step.
Hairston
Using the body.
picks it up.
It's Armand Hairston. There it is. Now we can press on our...
He's 1 for
Our
2
side.
for the game. Goes
Wow,
up.
just letting him go to the rack. Oh, that's just an annoying shot to give up. The running
They're
floater or
leading
whatever.
33-24. Mayberry hands it off. Hairston
Hairston.
leads him in.
Oh my
The
god, he
Hatters
blew the
won
pass to
touchdown
Aaron
and
French. He
bring
was
it
like
up.
3 feet away from him. Could have
These guys
bounced
are having
past it
trouble with
right
fundamental
into his
team
path.
play, Vern.
And he just didn't. We'll do a little arm on Hairston solo press. Can we pick it up? I know it's going to that point guard. Oh, it's not. They'll get it to him eventually. Oh! It's funny. This game does certain things consistently. You can try to pick off passes if you know they're coming. Like right there. But if you go for it and you don't get it, they'll punish you.
Goes to the crossover. Mayberry.
There you go.
It down
Come on.
inside. Just over 10 minutes left in the second half.
The D sloughed way
Oh,
on him, and he
taking
still
a little bit
somehow
too many
couldn't get it
risks
to go.
passing. That's great transition defense from Smush Mejia.
Smithson gets it. Right wing.
Oh my god, good move.
Stetson needs to cut down on the turnovers. And Tracy is near
Good
their
move.
bench.
Greg Mayberry, that's got to go. How does he miss that? What?
Our fundamentals are abysmal.
All right, I wouldn't say that, Tracy Wolfson. Jesus.
Right now are the ones that can take care
I'm
of
the
the
coach.
ball.
I'm not saying our fundamentals are abysmal. However, we are missing a lot of close shots. I don't even know if we've taken a 3. Maybe Greg Mayberry has our 1.
Bruce fires from the way.
All right, that's good.
Off the front rim and out.
Don't really have
But they
numbers
still
here.
lead by 11. Leads him in.
That's a great
Lamar
pass.
picks it
Deji
up,
Kamara.
catches
There we
the
go.
Nice lead pass in stride.
Get a bucket
And
for
hits
him.
the layup. Mejia
Smush
the
Mejia
great
with another
look.
assist.
4 assists, and he leads his team in that category.
Oh! Good D, Deji. It's hard to get a sub in with how often this game goes back and forth.
Taylor fires.
Knew that was going up,
Snatched.
and they don't make it. Chance to run
They're
here.
still up by 9. Mejia dumps it off. Hairston.
There it is. Oh, you gotta catch the ball, Aaron. And we go for the steal. Don't get it. Here they come. Timeout. Damn it. We had a run going there. Or we've had looks. Our issue is not the fact that we're not getting looks. It is the fact that we're missing those opportunities. Let's get Ridley Barnett into the game for the first time. For Hairston. Smush to point. Mayberry's been fine. I'll leave French in for a little bit, but he's going to need a rest before we finish off this game. We'll leave Shear in because he can shoot, but I want to get Noah Santos in a little bit.
Both teams are making substitutions.
Let's see what Ridley Barnett gives us. And the press is off after our timeout. That was a good timeout.
Mayberry
Needed it.
inbounds the ball. Stetson
Struggling in
really
offense.
struggling.
He's wide
Left
open.
wing from the
Mayberry.
long range.
Oh, he's getting hot from downtown. That's not his game, but we'll take it if he does.
Tosses
Trying
it
to
up
pick
court.
off a pass, man. We have had no turnovers against them. And they're open on the wing.
Answers right
Yeah. As soon as we get a run going, we get discombobulated on defense.
Just over 8 minutes left in the
Come
second
on,
half.
Hats.
Pass
Wow, they're
inside.
all over us.
Stolen away by Chuisi.
That just kills a coach. If you leave the floor, you better have something
Sad.
in mind. He didn't, and it cost him the ball.
Not sure what we're doing, but Ridley Barnett.
Barnett hands it off. French.
We'll take
goes
that.
up, hangs
Or
and
not.
misses.
Layups are
Quick
just
defensive
not
reaction
guaranteed
changed
in
the
this game.
trajectory.
Wow.
That's what great defenses do. Contest every shot.
Going to that guy.
It's deflected,
Come on,
and
saw
it's
it coming.
scooped up by French.
I mean,
It's
Mayberry should have had a
1-on-1.
step on this guy.
I'd love to see that.
That's a beautiful
He's looking around
move.
and
Greg
pass.
Mayberry getting
Such
hot.
a
There is
deep
our
run.
star player. And as soon as we're ready to press, we get an instant replay. That was a hell of a move, though. All right, we're not going to get the first pass. Maybe the
Inbounds
second.
the ball.
Oh, they always go to the guy. We're not covering. Almost had
Switch
that pick,
dumps
too.
it off.
We're going to have to press him to get back in this game. 7 minutes to go.
Vassallo has it. Top of the key.
No, not again. Jesus, this guy's unbelievable.
75% for the game.
75% from downtown. Oh, it's open again. Mayberry.
By Mayberry.
Oh my god, how do you not pick that off? How does that not get picked off? Oh, this game. It's frustrating at times.
Dishes to the right
I want to
wing.
get some subs in, too.
Leads in with the pass.
There's a steal.
A steal by Mejia. The break
Need to
is
use the
on.
momentum. Barnett.
Hands hammered.
A foul, finally, for us.
Just too much contact.
I am going to
You're
take
not
Barnett
gonna
out,
get
though.
away
We're going to
with
go
it
to
if you affect the
Azubuike.
shot that much.
We're going to go to Santos. And we'll get Michael Kahn in at center.
He misses the
You gotta
first.
make your free
Both
ones,
teams
man.
will
Come
make some
on.
substitutions.
You know what? We should really get Trey Garcia in. I'll leave Smush in for a little bit longer.
He sinks the second.
There we go.
Barnett will come off the floor.
Come on, Hatters.
Bruce inbounds the
Unbelievable. I just can't pick off a pass.
ball. Marcus
We're right there.
gets it.
Good
Left
D.
block.
What a last
What?
line of resistance.
Good D again. Michael Kahn, the Australian with
The
2
break is
blocks.
on.
Man, they get back on defense so easily.
Gets it. Left wing.
I feel like it's a mismatch here, but it's not.
Azubuike dumps it to the paint.
That's 3 seconds.
Just
Get out of the
saved
paint, Michael.
And the ref's
Oh,
going to call him
we
for
just
it.
can't
These
go on a
guys are
run
having
right now.
serious trouble right now. If they limited the silly
Man.
turnovers, maybe the score wouldn't be as lopsided as it is.
Can't get a steal. Can't pick off obvious passes, and they're draining threes to kill our
Scoops it
runs.
inside.
They're killing time.
Puts it up.
That's gotta be a
No
miss.
luck with
Thank
a
you.
three-pointer by
Let's
McIntyre.
go.
But they're still up by 11. Leads him in.
Oh, it's a good
Shear
pass.
goes up.
Sheer
Cuts
to the rack.
lead
We'll
to
take it.
single digits.
All right, enough with this camera angle.
they're
I want to
still
be able to pick off
behind
a
by
pass. Can't do it. All right, we're
Bruce.
okay.
Bounces it to the wing. Zwicker has it. Top of the key. Bruce.
No freaking way. You've got to be kidding me.
Take a 12-point lead.
You want to talk about having a hand on the guy's face? That was as obvious as it gets.
Led him
And we're
nicely
still
with
hitting
the
him on the
dishes.
run a little
Laid
bit.
in
This is
by
good.
time.
We can't pick
They're
off
now
a pass, though.
behind
Oh,
by
I say
10.
that.
Catches it on the free throw line. Errant last
Oh,
shot
how is
by
Kahn or Sheer not grabbing that over McIntyre? This game is killing me right now. We are on the right difficulty, though. I can tell you that.
McIntyre passes it to the
Double
left
team,
side.
double team.
He's doubled
Pressure.
up.
Oh,
Beats
he's
it
wide open.
To the right. Puts it up. Pulled in by Sheer.
We need a
That's
timeout.
his third rebound of the contest.
I think we only have one more timeout, but I want to get the right guys in the game right now.
He burned his timeout to get his players' attention.
Everyone's kind of getting back to full strength, which is good. We'll put Hairston in for Smush Mejia. We'll get Trey Garcia in, who had a good first half. How's French doing? 79. We'll still leave our big men as is. This is fine for now. Need Trey Garcia to stay hot,
Are going to make some
but
substitutions.
man, we need just some. We need a run. We need some steals. We might have a 3 here.
Sheer inbounds the ball. Santos hands it off. Garcia.
I'll take it.
beyond the
Trey.
mark. Chauncey
How does
pulls
Kahn
it
not grab
down.
that board? Can't get the steal. It's not like there's no
Kicks it out
effort.
to the perimeter.
The big man.
Vasallo hits the
That's a
left
good
rim
quick
and out.
shot. We need some possession here.
Still a 10-point lead. Santos catches it. Left wing. Dish.
Great
Corner.
pass.
Garcia.
Trey Garcia
Down.
needed that.
Sheer. yanks
Sheer.
down the offensive rebound.
Noah
Releases.
Santos.
Off target
I mean, it's
three
not like
by
we're not
Santos.
getting looks. My God, we just can't make them.
Leads him with the pass.
And they're just going to hit us on the
Shot dropped
freaking
in front,
fast break
Bruce.
because this game is difficult to defend in transition. Wow.
Right around 4 minutes.
Thought
left
we
in the
had
second
this game
half.
more at one point.
Garcia. Good.
Okay, okay, here we go.
He's 2
9-point
for 4
game. Get
from
a
long
steal.
range. Bruce.
Oh
inbounds
my
the ball.
God. Crazy.
Has it. Right
Oh, you
wing.
gotta be kidding me.
Drained by
You knew that was going in, even with a hand in his face. What the heck is that? Game. That is game. What a terrible stretch for Stetson.
You just can't leave anyone that open so close
Oh
to
my
the tip.
God. Well, we're gonna struggle against Texas Tech.
Hairston dishes it far side. Swings it to the wing. Garcia shoots.
Oh,
Uses
Trey
the
Garcia
putback
is
and
on a
then
mission
hits the
today.
three-pointer.
That'll do.
Shooting 60%.
That's a
from deep.
foul.
No good on the last
Ref.
layup by Hairston.
Just throw it down.
Oh,
His coach is going
what
crazy
is
on the
that?
sideline.
That is
A superior
that is
effort to
shit.
fight
We
through the
needed
foul
more
and put it
French
down.
and Mayberry, but we
Strong
haven't been
move,
able to keep them in at the same time much in this one. Gotta keep Trey Garcia in, though. My God.
Can't convert the three-point
We can't even grab the board on the free throw, and they're getting fouled.
Almost a three-point
It just keeps
opportunity.
getting worse.
Instead, he'll
Every
go to the
time we
line
make
for
a run,
two.
they answer.
Shooting.
This is realistic, though. I mean, we're getting beat by a bigger school in Florida.
Get the first. Both teams
Just
are
disappointing
making
how it's
substitutions.
transpired. I wish I could have gone to French earlier. We've been getting killed inside defensively. And we are missing so many good looks on offense.
Good on number
But
two.
Trey Garcia has been a
Kamara
real
inbounds
bright
the
spot.
ball. 2:48 left in the game. Garcia. With the floater.
Look at Greg Mayberry with the
Snatched
pump fake
down
and an
inside.
absolutely
Marcelo.
uncovered
That's
layup.
another rebound for a
Botched
team
it.
that's doing a
That's
great job
so
on the
annoying.
boards. They've got a big edge there today.
Taylor gets it. He's
What?
Marcus
Yeah,
Smart.
just camping in the lane. Good call, ref.
3-second call.
I'm excited to get back to recruiting. Recruiting took a bit longer than I thought, so we may not get to more than one more game today, but I like what I've
Pass,
seen.
Right wing.
This has been fun.
Garcia. Nice little
Trey
crossover.
Garcia, have a day, son.
Mayberry.
Mayberry open in the
14
middle.
feet out.
We
Taylor
can't grab the
gets
board.
board
It's just
inside.
not been our day
That's
at
another
all.
rebound for a team that's doing a great job on the boards. They've got a big edge there today.
Effort's been good.
Top of the key.
Execution has not. 2 minutes left, down 14.
Bruce dishes to the
I'm
right
not upset
side.
at all with the defense, I'm not going to lie.
Vasallo
Look at
lets
that.
it go. Misses
And that
with
almost
the
went
baby's
down,
face.
but great defense from Deji
But they're still
Kamara.
out in front by 14. Top of the key.
Aaron
Raises
French,
up.
get yourself involved. My God, another miss.
And that's the main reason they're leading in this game.
Smithson.
That is so annoying. Deji Kamara was draped all over him. Could have swatted that into the stands. But this game allows him to just make it and get the foul. So annoying. Let's get Azubuike in. Trey Garcia has given us a lot of good stuff. Hairston, Kamara, that's fine.
Foul shot is good for a three-point play.
I like to see if we can get guys in under 80 stamina and whatnot. But man, this sucks.
Kamara inbounds the ball.
They pulled away.
1:33 left in the game.
But it wasn't for a lack of Stetson
Mayberry.
effort.
Goes up, tipped.
Bro,
Get it out of there, big
what are we
fella.
doing?
You have to protect the lane, and that time.
Not only
they
was
tried
that
to
a
steal
foul,
it through
but
on him.
The big guy has spoken.
gotta have at least better effort there going toward the rack.
Dumps it to the paint.
For a guy who's a
Bert,
slasher.
I think it's safe to say
A
they're gonna
Deji
be
Kamara
chalking
goes
this
for the
one up
block
in the
out of
one column.
bounds even though the ball goes up in the middle.
Need to
Just
find some answers
freaking
here.
unbelievable.
To stop the
Aaron
run.
French misses the layup.
By
My
choosing.
God,
Their
man.
rebounding has been terrific, Vern, and that's
And
the
Mayberry
main
gets the
reason
steal,
they're
but it
leading
bounces
in this
perfectly
game.
into the pass of Chuisi. You just can't get more opportunities and miss them and think you're going to win a game.
Catches it
What
in the
are we
paint.
doing? How is this a 20-point game?
Passes out left. Azubuike.
Could have taken a
unloads.
layup, but we'll
Hands
take a
it
little
for 7.
floater for
That's what I
Collins
like to see,
Azubuike.
Vern. A role player like him taking advantage of his chances.
The steal
Screw
by
it.
Kamara.
We'll take it.
Hands it off. Double clutches.
I mean, that's a
Snatched
foul.
inside by
Ref.
Azubuike.
We can't make
The
layups.
defense did a nice job, but the young fella has
Got to
finish
make that
strong
one.
when he gets to the
Holy
tin like
shit.
that.
Nice move in the paint on that last
What a
shot by
terrible
French.
day for layup making. And we're right there for the steal and we don't get it. Story of the game.
The crossover.
We're gonna be fine, but frustrating one today.
Gets it outright. Yanked down by Kamara.
He can't be happy with that miss. With all the room
Launch
he
it,
had, he's gotta
Collins.
make that shot.
Oh, Greg Mayberry with the highlight of the game.
That'll lift your whole
Even
team.
though we're gonna lose by 15, Greg Mayberry with a crazy putback slam. Hatters lose though on opening night.
5 to 50. And now it's time to show you our player of the game.
This dude was on fire from deep. Big player, too. Good size. He just couldn't miss. I mean, it's terrible defending. We will get better. But this was kind of expected. Definitely some fun things happened in this one. I mean, fucking 10 assists from Smithson. Not great. Our point guard with no assists, 4 turnovers. Mejia, 4 assists, 4 turnovers. That is not a recipe for success at all. I mean, I think what we need is a little bit more feel for our big men in the rotation there, but what I did like to see, Greg Mayberry was excellent from deep. He made both of his threes. French was pretty good. I think he could have been better. 8 shots taken. All of them were good looks, I think, or at least inside the paint. Trey Garcia, though, was the bright spot of the game. 13 points, no other stats, but he was lighting it up. 3 for 5 from deep. He's not even that good from deep, I think. I mean, he's pretty good, but he's a sophomore, right? Yeah, that's a good start for Trey Garcia. We got a little bit of minutes for everyone, but maybe need to see a little bit more Noah Santos off the bench. The 6'6" junior from Florida. He could do a little bit of everything, but that is not the best way to start the season, but not the worst. Defense was solid. Defense was very solid. Do we want to watch college hoops tonight? Let's do it. Let's see what it's all about this week. Was there an upset?
Welcome everyone to the 2K Sports Studio. I'm Greg Gumbel with Clark Kellogg. Just ahead on College Hoops Tonight, we'll preview some of the biggest games coming up this week in the NCAA, as well as show you the best action from around the nation. But we begin with a special player who was an easy choice as our Player of the Week in college basketball.
Leach set the bar pretty high for what kind of performance it's going to take to win the Player of the Week award. He started the season with a bang.
Saying that he was in the zone wouldn't fully describe exactly how he was this week. Everything this kid put up was dropping, and he knew it. Every time he got the ball, he put on a clinic on how to score. When opponents review the film of this game, they still won't know how he did it. Now let's take a look ahead to the game.
How amazing is it that we're getting highlights from other games around the country, from small Big West schools and whatnot? I think that's incredible. How do we not have something like that nowadays with highlights from games? Like, there's a big game and we get to see a little bit of a highlight, we get to see everything.
I'm looking forward to this game just like everybody else. This matchup has the possibility of becoming quite a little rivalry because these teams match up so well against each other, and it's always a heated atmosphere when they're on the court together. Now let's turn our attention to some of the action of the past.
Alright, that's enough of that, but I think you get the point. How awesome is that? I mean, the weekly highlights shows if we can get ourselves a big upset or something, our highlights are going to be on there. It's like watching SportsCenter. Meanwhile, Texas Tech is 3-0, and I mean, we struggled a little bit against FIU, but it's going to be quite the test against Texas Tech to really see how far we can go. But we do need to recruit, so let's do that. And then we'll finish off in Alaska against Texas Tech. We'll do 2 games and then more recruiting next episode. Next stream. Just because this stream did involve a lot of setting up the season and getting our recruiting to a point where now we can fly. Now we know what we're doing. Setting the plan is very important, so I'm happy we were able to do that. Laurent Garnett still feeling good. Still feeling like he wants to be a Hatter, which is excellent. But I think now we've actually scouted Jake McCoy a little bit more and done a home visit. And we're close to Cal Poly, and they're not really gaining any traction here, so I think we scout, we do a home visit again this week. Once we offer a scholarship, we're going to be out in front. I think. Unless they offer him a scholarship soon, but alright, it's not bad. I know Sampson is better, but, like, he's definitely better. But Jake McCoy's got B- defense. That's okay. I just like that he's a good rebounder, and he's 6'10". He'll get up to 6'11" or 7 foot, maybe 210, 220. He's got good size. Yeah, but Sampson is definitely better. The issue with Sampson is that St. Mary is pushed harder than I expected. We've already used 2 home visits. I don't think we're going to get a chance at Roy Sampson. Would be nice, though. He's definitely the better of the 2 between him and McCoy, but Jake McCoy can be our guy. He's going to have to be, I think. How did we do on Aleem Clifford? Seems like we're doing well, pushing there, but we only have 2 scholarships to offer, and he would be our backup to Garnett. We're good on Garnett. So right now, I say, Sampson becomes our 3rd priority. Soroye's there. International guy goes ahead. And right now, we're focused on one of these 2 big guys. Our safety net is Soroye because there's no other schools there. Same thing with Jonah Leunis. He'll be the backup to Garnett. Clifford falls down the list further. If UMKC drops out, we'll go for him. Maybe. Only 2 scholarships to give out. Warner, another safety net. That's what all these guys are. Jabron Ramos. But McCoy's got to be our guy because we're not even ahead, but we're close to it. So let's go do that. Let's visit him at home. Maybe we do a visit at home for LeRon Garnett this week and feel a little bit safer there. Like, we're within striking distance of Roy Sampson, but it would be a lot to take down St. Mary's. Maybe we just do 2 home visits this week for the 2 of them, because, I mean, Garnett really is in a good spot. My issue is, what if one of those schools offered him a scholarship, and then all of a sudden they're right there? Do we just commit to Jake McCoy? Like, McCoy doesn't even have a good shot. He's just a size guy, and that might be enough. Might have to be enough. Sampson's definitely better, though. It's a tough call, because we can really only go for these 2 guys. Or these 2 guys. We can't go for all 3. Like, I don't want to lose Garnett. But I think we're going to go one more week without visiting him at home. How much time until the... Yeah, see, that's the thing. If we visit him at home this week, we really only have 2 more weeks for visits to matter. I think we should really try and get ahead with Garnett as much as we possibly can. And then just go for... This is what we'll do. We'll do the top 2 guys. Because these guys, to be honest, these guys... I don't know if Roy Sampson's going to sign during that first signing period. I don't think Jake McCoy will sign at all. So we may be able to recruit Roy Sampson all season. So let's go for Garnett. See if we can get Garnett this first window. And then we'll go for McCoy for the same reason. Visit him at home. Do our easy things across the board. Less for Roy Sampson, but oh well. Firing through these. No points. Go to Mackley's. See what he's all about. That's it. No one's got time or points. We've done what we want to do. Garnett's going to get a good boost from another home visit. That'll make me feel safer heading into the recruiting week. The first signing week. And then since McCoy and Sampson have no offers right now, and I don't know if either of them will sign in that first period, let's just get ahead on Jake McCoy, since that's the short-term goal for us. And then long-term for the rest of the season, I will hope that Roy Sampson is still there when we get to the second recruiting period. But it's time to face Texas Tech in Alaska. Crazy. And we're home, sort of. Let's go, Hats!
Get ready for college hoops on 2K Sports. The Texas Tech Red Raiders square up against the Stetson Hatters. Welcome aboard, everyone. We're getting ready for the quarterfinal action. We're here at Sullivan Arena in Anchorage, Alaska. Alongside Bill Raftery, this is Vern Unquist. Tracy Wilson is with us, too. Give us your take, Bill.
There's a terrific matchup at the small forward position. Mayberry is an excellent small forward. He's such an impressive scorer in the post. Once he gets it in tight, he won't be denied. Gambara is also a solid contributor at the small forward spot. He has a phenomenal touch on the inside. He's almost unstoppable in tight. Both looking to lead their teams to a win. We'll see who succeeds.
A first-team All-American player versus the Stetson Hatters. Surely this will go well. French wins the tip.
This is it to the wing. Leads him with the pass.
And we've already turned it over. Come on.
You just can't force it in there.
Francois passes it to the right wing. Passes left wing. Gamboa.
Oh, so close to an interception. And Faye drills it in our face. That is just a bad sign. I thought that was pretty good defense recovery-wise.
French beats it to the wing.
Oh, Mayberry gets him in the air. Greg Mayberry to the rack. Stetson on the board. Oh! Off Armand Hairston's back.
To the paint.
He's going to go up, I feel like. Oh.
Tosses it up.
Oh, there he is. There's Gamboa. That's the player to watch.
French backs him down. Skips it to the left wing.
Hairston.
Puts it up.
That's a foul. Let's go. Armand getting to the line. Didn't do much last game.
He can't get the
Gotta make your free throws. Come on, Armand. Perfect release. Let's get into that fresh. Oh.
Inbounds the ball. Swing pass, right wing.
A little aggressive there. Oh, Deji Kamara with the recovery, and they just get it right back. Damn it. Let's get Smush Mejia involved. Oh. What are we doing?
Hairston uses the crossover.
Oh, he's going to be open. It's Mayberry. Greg. Oh. It's a little bit of a chaotic game, but we're getting used to how it feels. Down early, though, as expected. What is this offense? Gamboa just backing him down. No one's there, and it's good again. And they're pressing, and I'm feeling the pressure. That was a solid press break. Should have caught it.
To the high post. French.
Oh, what a move. Greg Mayberry. And another missed shot from close range for this team. It's incredible.
It was a pretty open look, so it's tough to fault it. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Tracy Wolfson.
How did that even get through? Can't see what's going on. Tracy Wolfson's getting involved. Hairston. Mayberry. He's not a shooter, but you gotta take the open ones. 3-point game. Come on. Hatters are holding their own so far in this one.
Thanks, Tracy.
Oh, picked. Mayberry. To the rack. And he blows the freaking close ranger again. This team does not lack opportunities. We just lack the skills at the moment. Let's get Deji out for sheer. All right, let's do that. And then we're going to put... Yeah, Trey Garcia will go there. Mejia there. There we go. See how this rolls.
Gets the second to fall as well.
Couple of guys in, Santos and Mejia, or Garcia.
About 8.5 minutes left in the half. There's no question.
Let's run a set.
Defense they're in, Vern. Minimum.
Dishes to the left side. Shear gets it inside.
Shear buckets. Oh, Shear's turning out to be a favorite of mine off the bench. He's been making the open shots, and he's spinning and winning down there. You know I love that post move, spin move. It's lethal when it works. It's how you get defenders off of you in close range. It can work.
Pass left wing.
3 seconds, and we have a chance to tie the game.
It's called for a 3-second violation. The Hatters, a 3 would tie the game.
Get in there, Trey Garcia. We'll take that. It's a 1-point game
They cut it to 1.
between a top 25 team and Stetson. Our second game of the season here in Alaska. Feeling the March Madness fever.
Hands it off. Catches it. Left wing.
Gamboa is one of the Player of the Year
Passes to
candidates,
the left side.
and he gets the assist there. I don't really know how you defend that one.
Sensational teardrop. Never gonna cheer to you.
Leads him.
Great pow. Well, it was a great idea. Look at the speed difference. There's no way Shear's catching up to block that one, and what was close is starting to feel like it's going to pull away.
Left in the half.
Trey Garcia, Mejia.
Skips it to the left. Backs down.
That's a good move there. Garcia is going to get the space, and that is perfect. Shear and Garcia off the bench, providing instant offense for the Hats. And a good steal. What should have been. That sucks. I think I'm going to get a timeout here if we
Right wing.
get scored on.
Goes to the crossover.
If not, we'll take some momentum back down the other way.
Has it.
Oh, it's a
Down
terrible break. Going for the steal and not getting it. We'll call time
Stetson takes its first time out of the game.
so I can get the right subs in at this point because I want to get French out. I'm all right with Deji Kamara coming back in. Let's get Mayberry back in for Santos. I think I'm fine other than that. We'll get Harrison in a little bit,
Getting set to inbound the ball. Both
but I'm
teams
liking
are
what
going to
Trey
shake
Garcia
things up a
is
little
giving
bit
us
with some
yet
subs.
again. There's always confusion on these inbounds post-timeout. Cheerleaders running all over,
Left in the half.
players running into officials.
Mejia feeds it to the wing. Mayberry dumps it off. Right wing.
Good movement,
Unloads.
decent shot.
Again, it's knocked down by
Look
Garcia.
at Trey Garcia go.
By 3.
2 for 2 after, I think, 4 for 5 in the first game, something like that. Trey Garcia is earning himself more minutes.
Dishes it to the
Oh,
high post.
we had that steal,
Lets it go.
and of course it leads to a bucket for the Red Raiders.
Push their lead to 5. Mejia brings it up the floor. Mayberry.
Falls for the pump fake. Smush Mejia, who has not had a good start to the season scoring the basketball, continues to struggle there.
It might have.
And by some voodoo magic, that ball made it inside, and they get themselves on the board.
Stetson
Get it to the boy
is
Trey.
really struggling.
I think as soon as they get any bucket, Stetson has really struggled.
Gets
But
it.
we haven't.
Baseline. Great pass.
It's a good pass. Mayberry.
Mejia
Smush!
pulls the trigger.
Oh!
Corrals the miss.
Colin Shear.
What an offensive rebound. He's doing work.
He took an extra 4 seconds to get that shot off, but we will take the foul. He's playing well off the bench again.
Knocks down the
Oh, we'll take a friendly roll here in Alaska for Stetson.
He gets the
A bad release, but what I've done with free throws is the free throws are mostly by player percentage. So if they're good at free throws, they'll make them. If they're not good at free throws, they won't, etc. So I'd rather it that way than if my release is good, they make it every time. Oh, that is such a bad break. Oh, that was clean! Oh, come on. All right, let's get... Where is he? Hairston back in. Let's leave Garcia in. He's been giving us everything and then some. French as well.
He makes the first. The Stetson coach made some changes that could affect their chemistry a little bit.
We'll bring in Azabuike once
Play together very often.
once we want to give Trey Garcia a rest, but that may be never. Trey Garcia's been our man.
Right around 5 minutes left in the half.
There's no question what kind of defense they're in, Vern. Minimum.
Do I have to be exactly in the circle? Goodness.
Hairston dumps it inside. Left wing.
That's a good
Takes
look.
the shot.
Guess who? Yo, good rebound. French. If we can move it a little quicker, Greg Mayberry will get a good look here. It's a 5-point game.
They're now behind by 5.
Worked our way back into it again.
Gamboa swings it to the wing.
Oh, Colin Shear. To the rack, he steals it, he scores. Colin Shearer off the bench is becoming a fan favorite. It's a 3-point game in Alaska. 17th ranked Texas Tech on the ropes. After the Hatters got almost crushed by FIU. Much better execution today.
Simpson.
And they miss a jumper. And here comes the momentum from Stetson. Mayberry's going to launch a three. Oh, if he could have made that, the crowd would have erupted.
What a good job on the defense to make him think about that shot.
Catches it. Middle. Gamboa.
Just trying to get a hand in the face of the 90 overall Gamboa, and he blows
They're
it.
still up by 3. Garcia ends it off. French passes it
Oh,
back
we're
to the
working it,
wing.
these two. Oh,
Garcia crosses it over. Releases.
Hairston? Sure! Armand Hairston with a hand in his face.
Goal a while ago and just haven't looked back.
Oh, and it's a steal for the Hatters. A chance to take the lead. Shear. Mayberry. Hairston.
Right wing.
Getting it inside again. Shear.
Down with the shot.
Oh, had a chance to take the lead for the Hatters. What a half.
Fellow with a tough rebound. No denying him on that one.
Not a good matchup here, but we double team Gamboa, leaving somebody open, and they get themselves back in it after a mini Stetson run. Back and forth here in the northwest of the world.
Leads him in.
That's a good pass.
Go.
French tips his own miss back in. You'll love to see that.
He's got 2. Texas Tech.
Time out. Texas Tech. It is a 1-point game. Come on. I'll get Santos in soon. Everyone's energy just dropped weirdly. I want to get Santos in soon for Mayberry. Or you know what? Let's do it now, and we'll bring Mayberry right back in. I just want to get Santos more minutes. I feel like I lacked in that last game.
Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
Where is he? Yeah, Mayberry. And then I'll also get Barnett and Mejia. Oh, just give it to me. Oh,
Inbounds the ball. Francois.
good D. Noah Santos. That is immediately why I wanted him in there, I guess.
Dishes to the right side. Santos dumps it off.
Could be a good look. They're recovering quickly. Hairston. Whoa! Armand Hairston gives the Hatters the lead. And they get us on the fast break, but he misses. Rebound, pump fake, chaos. It is a tie game.
And it's all tied up. Here comes the double team.
Double team. Working our way out of it. Pass it early.
First half.
This is good. French almost gets the and one, but a great take and a good foul earned. Good. Aaron French buckets. Minute and a half to play. And we have the lead.
And he splits the free throw.
Oh, Greg Mayberry. Working. Mayberry, what did he do? Over the back. He got an over the back on his own attempt. That is something I've never seen. That's crazy.
Clement
Oh,
inbounds the ball.
damn it. With this older AI, you can really take advantage of them at some times. That's how teams like this can stay in the game.
Gets it
Oh,
on the free throw line. The crossover.
jeez.
No
I gotta
longer
bump
around.
the difficulty at some point, but
The Hatters
this has been
with a
fun.
long
Mejia
run.
to the rack. Smush.
Lays it right in. They're in front, 30-27.
What a finish to this half for the boys in green and white.
Francois skips it cross court. Passes it to the left wing.
Little aggressive
To
here.
the rim.
Oh, what a take. Not stopping that.
But they still try to
Amongst the
fire.
trees. Oh my God. Not at all what I was going for there with Shear. Bring Kamara in. Get him out of there.
There doesn't seem to be any chemistry amongst these players at the moment.
Texas Tech has not been able to shut down the inside game at all. Tracy is by their bench for the report.
The Red Raiders coach is definitely aware of that.
See what happens when you can
Told
make your
his
layups,
assistants
Stetson? This
that
has
they
been
have
so
to
much
bring
better.
more defenders into the paint, even if it means leaving the perimeter
Taking it to a
open.
top
That's what
17
matters
team in the
here, Ryan.
country.
Thanks, Tracy. Francois takes it.
Another good take, and he gets the and one on Smush.
A superior effort to fight through the foul and point that. Strong move, Ryan.
Tax on the free throw for the three-point call.
Get a little momentum here. 8 seconds. 7. Get a little pick and roll to finish off the half.
Leads him in.
Shoot it! Frenchie ties it up, and we're going into the half tied with the Texas Tech Red Raiders of the Big 12. What a half!
Give us your opinion on the first half, Bill.
Both sides look like they're pretty evenly matched, Vern. This could be shaping up to be a real classic.
Now we'll bring you our player of the half. Who's your pick, Bill?
Mayberry is my pick, Vern. He's led his team in the first half with outstanding play on both ends of the floor. I don't think he's done, though. I expect more of the same from him in the second half.
Tremendous.
All right. Great halftime show. Great half. Loving what I'm seeing from our Hatters here up in Alaska. Can we pull off a crazy upset to start the season? I think we've got to put pressure on Gamboa. I think we should be double teaming him if he gets in the paint. I like that. Little adjustment. I don't like the occasional press. I like it after a bucket. You make it, you press him. And we're going to do it all half. I want our starters in, but that's probably going to take one timeout just because I waited too long. That's fine. Let's do it. The Great Alaska Shootout, already providing a ton of entertainment. Stetson fans are beating Texas Tech fans in terms of energy right now, for good reason.
Bernie told me that he was going to do just the
The
opposite
traveling
of what they
Hatters,
would
love it.
expect, hoping to catch them off guard. Coach told me that he wasn't going to play this
Keep
next
him in
half
front of
by
you,
the
Greg.
book, and that he'll try things
It's good defense, jeez.
I guess we'll see what he means soon enough. Back to you.
Well done, Tracy. Thank you.
Oh, not the right guy. Kamara was the one we wanted there. Deji was open. Texas Tech fans loving the start to the half. And we get it back. Hairston with it. Finds Mejia. What a run to the hoop for Smush. Oh my God, they're going down court immediately. Oh, good pass. Oh, he slams it on Greg Mayberry's head. Disregarding human life. Oh, it's a good idea. It reaches Hairston.
Mejia passes back to the top of the key. Right wing.
Get in there, Aaron French from deep. I love the look. Deji. Mayberry. On target. This is back and forth. This is energetic college basketball. This is what you want to see.
Dicey pass. Clement, the spin move. Bounces it to the baseline.
Oh boy. Just lost him there. Good board by Deji Kamara, though. Tie ball game here. Up in the Great Northwest. I don't think we ran the play there. And Kamara just camping in the paint. What are we doing, Stetson? Run the play.
Didn't sit for long, and he's coming back into the ball game. Fay Inbounds the ball.
Oh, shit.
It looks like
Just realized we were
they're
still playing.
get 'em in.
Clement. Out left. Gathered up
What?
by Bronson.
All right.
It's out of bounds. Last touch by
Good
Texas
hustle
Tech.
from Bronson. Colin Shear can put him up from 3. I have confidence. Oh,
By Zivanovic.
that would have been a nice
Under
look.
10 minutes left in the second half.
It doesn't matter how far you've got to go to get them, Vern.
You've got to be
Every
kidding me. I
rebound
had
is
that red.
essential.
Had that red, and they still get the bucket. Crazy.
2 for 3 for the game. Mayberry goes
That's
up.
got to. Oh, he swats it out of the air. Mayberry had thought he had a layup on the run. Here comes Texas Tech right through our defender. That is a crazy turn of events. Greg Mayberry beat him on the bounce and just could not put it home.
Mayberry. Beats it.
He's got some space. Armand missing the 3.
By Hairston. The D wasn't too worried about that one. Gave him room to get it off.
Mainly because they prefer the long 3 over him driving it in.
I don't like this matchup. It's point guard on center. There's a mismatch somewhere else. But French grabs it. That's good.
His 5th rebound in this one. With nobody around.
Oh, I thought we were going to have Mayberry on the run there. Texas Tech increasing the defensive efficiency in the second half.
Backs in. They're going to double team.
Double team. I like it. A little frantic, but we're trying to disrupt this Texas Tech run. Great defense from Hairston.
Dish.
Right there! It's Aaron French diving for it! Look at this hustle. Was that sheer? We're going to bring in Khan for a little bit. We're going to go to Noah Santos. And we're going to do a little bit of Mejia. See what we get out of these guys. Great steal. Here's Smush Mejia. Running into the subs coming on the court. Great pump fake, Greg Mayberry. You have got to make that. Almost gets the steal to make up for it, but that's what we saw against FIU. Great move, great run, cannot finish it. And that is a wide open layup. We need a timeout. We were right in this thing, and we still are, but damn it, that was just not a good stretch. Grab the boards, Hatters. We'll go to Khan. We're going to go to Barnett here. Mejia will stay in. Santos is going to come in. Shear has been fantastic. We'll leave him in with... We'll leave the veteran Shear in with the rookie Michael Khan, the Australian at center. See if his size can provide some help for us down low at this point. Come on, run the play this time.
Sizing up his man.
No one ran the play.
Mejia
No one knows the play.
skips it to the baseline.
Ridley Barnett.
Barnett hangs in the air.
I shot it so much earlier than you saw. Spin move. Oh, Shear just wants it more.
And that's
Blowing
his
layups
5th
again.
rebound in this one.
That is such good defense. Oh, come on. What is that? Man, if Ridley Barnett took the layup that he had, he actually would have had a much better.
Dishes to the wing.
I don't know.
Shear.
Really wanted to kick that to the corner, but I'm button mashing on offense. We're getting frantic. We're getting a little panicky. Got to slow it down and get a good look next turn. 8-point game. We need one more run to stay in this. And they are making everything they're getting. There's a guy, look at this. Guy in his face. Makes no difference. They are out athleticizing us or whatever. Damn. I don't even know where to go right now. That's a good look for Santos. That's a great look. Noah Santos doesn't want to go home yet. Great steal. Shear. You gotta make it. Who has it? All right, let's run a set. We've managed to come away with the ball there. Colin Shear. Oh, the hustle is good. That's such a slow
Gets it
move.
on the
Go,
elbow.
Smush, go.
Mejia off the
All
mark
right.
thanks to the tight D. Just
We needed
over
more
6
there.
minutes left in the
Didn't
second
even
half.
know we got the steal. It was just so many
Did a good
bodies in the
job to
lane.
grab that rebound. Perfect position that time.
Francois dishes to the baseline. Right wing.
No way.
Brunson fires.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
They now have a
They
double
love
lead.
drilling shots right in your face. Basketball shots.
Feeds it to the right wing.
Barnett, that's a good look. Come on, Smush, come on. We needed it.
The Red Raiders
Keeps it a single-digit ball game with 5.5 to go. I like it. Let's get Trey. Let's get crazy Trey in there. Mejia's going to have to come back in. He's getting a little tired. I'll bring on Azabuike. We need French out there, but just a little bit longer without him. We'll put Kamara at center, and Mayberry should come back in. Nah, for now, he won't. Trey Garcia can take the point, but I think our next sub is going to be...
Let's get back to the action. Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
Yeah, the next sub will be Santos out for Mayberry. But we'll leave Santos in for now. He just drilled a
Brunson
3.
inbounds the ball. Swings it to the right wing. Swing pass, left wing.
That's right in his face. Come on.
The shot
Good D.
beyond the arc was no good.
Seeing
Again,
Santos on the run.
They still have a 7-point lead. Shear catches it right side.
What a move.
Nice.
Azabuike.
Azabuike.
Collins Azabuike.
Texas Tech is shooting itself in the foot with all the
Where is the ball?
Tracy has something for us.
The Red Raiders coach stood in front
Our
of the
press
bench
has been
a
very
moment ago
good.
and said, if we can't hold on to the ball
Oh,
any
I thought he was
than
gonna
this,
shoot it.
there is no way we can
Damn
win
it.
this game.
Cannot bite on that pump fake like that.
Across loud and clear.
All right, Tracy.
Breaking the press pretty easily. I like that.
Not a lot of players have that kind of style.
And he seems to do it every time. Garcia dumps it off.
Oh, I really thought we were going to have that. Trey Garcia
Garcia
amongst the trees. It was never a good possession offensively. Just trying to time the
over 4 minutes
steal.
left in the second
He
half.
actually had it. Had it for a second there. Yeah, we definitely need our subs in.
Outright. Gamboa backs down. Bounces it to the baseline. Gamboa
Grab that. Oh, Gamboa with a big board there for him. Huge. It's an extra whole possession for him. Just trying to time our blocks so we can actually make a difference on defense against a much better team.
Gamboa. Brunson
Wide open.
releases.
And he banks it in. Golly. I think we need another timeout. Pressing us. We're down 9.
So it's something out there.
We can't grab boards right now either. That's killing us.
He wants to make sure that everyone is working together out there.
I don't want to go with the starters just yet, but I do want to get Smush in. So we'll take Santos out. This is solid. Shear's been good, but let's get our full, healthy starters in, minus Hairston, who we'll bring on later.
Shake things up a little bit with some subs.
One pass,
Mayberry inbounds
touch,
the ball.
pass,
Mejia
good. And that's how you
passes it
break
up
the press
court.
right there. Come on, set me a good screen.
Leads it with
Frenchie.
the pass.
Terrible pass into him, but he actually made a great little run there. Oh, it's so annoying. They are on the run. It's been a real good effort for us to be this short of a dub. Not sure how he made it through there, but Smush Mejia needed to see that.
They're still behind by 9. 2:59.
Oh, you gotta pick that off. How did that not get intercepted? I think we're fine with subs right now. This is probably our best lineup out there. Greg Mayberry has not had much going on in the second half. We've been Trying to mix it up a little bit, but also keep everybody fresh. He's got to go off if we're going to come back in this one. It's Greg time. How was that not intercepted? Wow. What a weird name, Ensweiler. Stay on him, Smush. Yeah. Good D.
Ensweiler hands it off.
No way. We're there. Oh, we need that rebound, Aaron. Damn it. So close. Good defensive possession. We needed the board.
And he makes it. He's back in the game after a short rest. He gets them both. Kamara inbounds the ball. Passes. High post. Mahia.
Alright, let's actually run the play this time.
Has it on the inside.
Look at Greg Mayberry work. Man, really thought that was close enough where he could just freaking put it in. No way, no way. What is that shot? We had a hand in the face, we were right there, and all of a sudden it's 13 and it doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good at all. And that is swatted when he probably could have gotten a foul. I mean, there's no fouls ever for us, and they get a foul on a ghost foul. This game has just gotten away from the Hatters. To think we were winning at one point. Crazy. Let's get Hairston in. Let's get the starters in. Disappointing. I want Shear in over Kamara. Eji Kamara has not done anything on offense. Or defense, really. A few boards, that's it. It's got to be quick, Stetson. And he's got some space. Why is Armand Hairston not the one going for that? What a shame.
It's easy to see why the score is like it is.
What a shameful finish to a great effort in that first half. Why are you taking time out, Texas Tech?
They're winning by 14. 1:52 left in the game. Francois dumps it down.
What in God's name are we supposed to do there? And why are they pressing up by 16? They are assholes over in Lubbock, huh? Jeez. Oh, bad pass. French to the rack. Oh, I know where the ball's going. We just can't pick it off.
Run some clock here with this lead. They want to use all of those 35 seconds if they can.
Yeah. Oh, just bounce pass right to us, basically, and we can't get it. Board for French. Look ahead. Mayberry. He doesn't have the energy for the spin move right now. French.
Beats it to the top of the key.
No spacing. I thought we were going to get an open shot there.
Shear catches it on the elbow. Mayberry.
Just put something up. Man, they are all over us defensively now.
Tosses it up court.
It's like he wasn't even there. Armand Hairston, like Isaiah Thomas on defense, just a liability.
Skip pass.
It's got to go up, Smush. All right, that's the one you make. Goodness. Oh, he's right there for the interception. Why are we calling timeout? What is this finish? Maybe we get some other guys some finishing minutes.
Fay inbounds the ball. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Literally right there for the contest. Aaron French, like, why are they pressing? These guys suck. I hate Texas Tech right now. And they're going to slam it to finish it. My God, they're just annoying to play.
They should hold on to the lead, Vern. If they play smart, they can walk away with the win.
Has it. Left wing. Rises and dishes. Goes up.
Look at Colin Shear. He's been really good. What are they doing? They're not even, like, salting it away. They're just trying to run it up on us. And a steal. Assholes. And they win by 17. But, man, we gave them a fight for, like 1.5 halves. Oh, well. That was as expected.
Let's quickly go to Greg Gumbel in the studio.
Just take me back to when we were tied at the half.
Thanks, Vern.
I don't want to hear about the game-changing performance. The game-changing performance was a lot of bullshit in that one. It felt that way. I mean, they shot 65% from the field. We were playing pretty solid defense. They were just making everything. I guess you can expect that with the overall differences you see there, but I'm happy with the Hatters' effort. 5 for 11 from deep. We just couldn't make close shots, and it started to get away from us. Turnover battle was even, so it can't blame that. Hairston was better today, much better. Smush Mejia was a lot better as well. Greg did not have a good day. Deji Kamara seems like he doesn't ever do much. Didn't get a lot of minutes in this one because Shear was so good. French, that's a solid effort, I guess. Yeah, man, Shear was fantastic. Only 3 for 9 from the field. He actually could have been a lot better, too, but I think he was our best player on the day. Yeah, it's tough to get everyone minutes. But I like Trey Garcia, too. Another solid game from him. No one really popped off for us. Kind of a collective L. Oh, and we have another game this week. I forgot about that. We play in the losers bracket against Western Kentucky. I think that's a winnable game. We're not going to play it now, though. We'll play Western Kentucky at the start of next stream with those Stetson Hatters. This was a lot of fun today, though. I think we have some good opportunities in this legacy. Looking at our targets one more time before we finish up, LeBron Garnett is in a great spot. I think there's a small chance he signs within that first window. We're going to be just over 80% going into next week, I think, when he signs. But we're actually 2 weeks out. So we're going to get a chance to do one more visit with him before his signing week. LeBron Garnett might be our first signing. I really hope he signs on the dotted line then. And then maybe Jake McCoy. Jake McCoy is far away out. But look at that. That's what I'm talking about. We're another visit and an offer away from Jake McCoy having Stetson be way out in front of Cal Poly there. And that's great for a guy with solid size and raw skills. But look at that. We've now got potential ratings, which is great for Garnett and McCoy. McCoy's a B potential. That's pretty solid. So his skills may be raw, but he's got the potential to get a lot better, and I think we can coach him up. I like that. Like, Sampson's great. Sampson's definitely better than McCoy, but we're not winning this battle. We might end up in the battle because St. Mary's never offers for him, and we get late into the season, but I think it's going to be McCoy and Garnett, and I hope it's in the next 2 weeks. But that's going to do it. We will get Western Kentucky in the losers side of the bracket up in Alaska, and then we'll get UMBC in our home opener down in DeLand. We'll go to Tallahassee, and then we'll maybe sim against Bethune-Cookman so we can get through this week. But we might play it based on Garnett's decision. Either way, we're going to get to signing week next week, and then after that, we should finish up non-conference schedule in the following stream, leading into the fourth stream being a lot of conference play in the A-Sun. Get excited, and go Hats!